Good morning. Let's do this. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Hop on the stream, man. Join the horde this morning if you haven't done so already. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can live stream the show every morning. While you're hanging out online, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. You get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also, check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning, man.
Good morning. Did anyone else stay up like way too late watching Norm Macdonald bits on their phone before they went to sleep? Because that's what I did.
It's utterly crazy. We're going to get to it in about last night. Just absolutely shocking news about Norm Macdonald. I mean, just out of nowhere, kind of like the Chadwick Boseman story from last year. Just kept all of this a secret. So definitely talk about that coming up here. Story number one for About Last Night. It is a very full show today. Of course, About Last Night is coming up. Going to take your calls, comments, and text. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Going to talk comic book character TV shows. We got fantasy football coming up. We're playing trivia. Your chance to score tickets for Coheed and Cambria. And, of course, Lauren Wolverton's going to join us at 9 for Explain the Bachelor. Now, Marshall, we're about 7 months in to doing mornings.
Yeah.
When do we get used to this?
There is no getting used to it. I've asked many other morning show professionals. I've been told you never really get used to waking up as early as we do, but here we are every single day, so let's go.
Anybody who has to work like a third shift or get up way too early and's been doing this for years, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel you. I don't know, man. I figure after 7 months, it's a breeze. After 7 months, still not a breeze.
Hey, you know what? We do it for the love and money. $1,500 a show, but mostly the money. But no, it's good to be here. It's good to be here.
All right, going to kick off the show with About Last Night. 3 great stories. Hidden Valley Ranch hooking you up this Halloween season. NFL is teaming up with Verizon, and like Marshall said, the passing of Norm Macdonald just out of nowhere. It was announced yesterday. We'll kick off the show with that. Coming up next, here's a man with WVH and Don't Back Down. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Good morning, everyone on the stream. Holly, Wanda, thank you for joining us super, super early.
Yeah, Tony, or Wanda. Tony's been getting up since 3:15 for years now. Still hates it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching Norm Macdonald bits last night before bed, and a lot of it's just from Conan. Like, a lot of the stuff I found was from Conan that I thought was really funny. And everyone seems to love and admire his Comedy Central roast of Bob Saget, where he did 8 minutes of just really lame jokes. I don't really know why. Everyone thought it was some genius level stuff. I don't know why. I didn't quite understand that, but. No, I sat down and probably watched almost half an hour of, Norm Macdonald stuff just to remind myself how much really weird, funny, sarcastic, dry material he really had.
Yeah, he was like one of those comedians. Like every comedian loved this guy, and just absolutely thought he was a genius. And we got some audio we're going to play here in a little bit. It's like, yeah, obviously he's known for SNL, doing the Update Desk. His take on Burt Reynolds, always a classic. But I think it's when he was just himself, able to riff on things. I think that's when he really shined the most. When he could just be him and spur of the moment stuff.
Mm-hmm. Andrew says, I start my new job today. It's an hour away from my house. Good Lord.
Ouch.
I don't know how you guys get up this early every day. I don't know. It's easy at this point, honestly. Also, an hour away from your house. Ouch, man. I think 15 minutes is about as far as I want to be, so kudos to you.
Yeah, an hour would be bad. When my wife and I first moved in together, she was going to school in Bloomington, Illinois, which is about a 45-ish minute drive from Peoria, which is where I work. So for like 2 years, I made that drive back and forth. It sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah. And the really crappy part is I worked until like 10 o'clock at night, so I didn't get home until almost 11. Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, the getting up part isn't the bad part. I can get up relatively easy most days at 3, no problem. It just messes with your schedule. I mean, it just messes your day up. It's so weird.
Yeah, yesterday was another really, really busy day, just like knocking out everything for work. So I'm hoping today a little less busy. Although our good buddy Jake Thompson, he's on vacation right now, and I'm covering middays for Bob 106.9. So be doing that today.
Okay,
be doing that today.
No rest, man.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, and then just, it's like taking a day off is always great, but there's so much work that goes into taking a day off.
Oh, yeah.
So, got a lot of that. All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back.
Let's just start with famous Roberts for 400. And the answer is, this was John F. Kennedy's younger brother, Marlon Brando.
What is Teddy?
No. Burt Reynolds.
I'll tell you something, Alex. I think he's right.
No, he's not right. Remember the category famous Roberts in the Kennedy family.
Who is Robert Blake?
This is the sound a doggy makes. Burt Reynolds.
Who is Scooby-Doo?
No.
Yeah, that was a funny dog, Scooby-Doo. He drove around a van and solved mysteries.
That is incorrect.
No, that's correct. I remember you had a pal, Scrappy-Doo.
No. You know, why don't we just move on to Final Jeopardy? The answer is this December 25th holiday involves decorating a tree and opening presents. Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, when was my birthday?
Is your birthday on December 25th, Mr. Reynolds?
No, July 7th.
Actually, I have your bio here. It's February 11th. Burt Reynolds.
He's a good guy.
What?
Robert Blake, he's a good guy.
We got the news yesterday, man, and it came out of nowhere. Comedian, actor, writer, producer Norm Macdonald passed away after a multi-year battle with cancer. And we said it earlier, it's kind of just like the Chadwick Boseman story of last year when he passed away. It came out of nowhere because he just kept this whole thing private. He didn't want to have people look at him differently. He didn't want it to affect his comedy or what he was doing. But he'd been battling this for almost 9 years.
Yeah, that's obviously it's something the general public didn't know about. So yeah, it was quite shocking yesterday afternoon when you and I were chatting back and forth through email. Like, all right, need some stuff to fill the show with, and then I saw this came by, and I'm like, ugh.
I didn't want this stuff.
This is definitely not what we wanted to kick off the show with. But yeah, Norm Macdonald passing away at the age of 61 yesterday. Survived by his son. Now, his longtime producing partner Lori Joe Hoekstra, said he was most proud of his comedy. He never wanted the diagnosis to affect the way audience or any of his loved ones saw him. Norm was a pure comic. So, it just shocking news yesterday with the passing of Norm Macdonald. I mean, him on the SNL news desk was probably my favorite form of Norm Macdonald. I always loved him when he showed up on Conan as well. So, just a sad day yesterday with this news coming across the board.
Yeah, him on the news desk at SNL was my prime SNL viewing time in my life.
Oh, yeah.
94 to 97. I just got out of high school. I was watching SNL every week, had some of my favorite characters, some of my favorite sketches, and he was great doing that. Now, there's a funny story behind it. Don Ohlmeyer was an NBC executive, and Norm's told the story before. Supposedly, Don got him kicked out of the news update gig because he kept making jokes about OJ, and OJ was buddies with this NBC executive, and was like, nope, we're done. It's a bad take to be a buddy with OJ Simpson.
Yeah, well,
especially back in the 90s. He had, some movies he cameoed in here and there.
Yeah, Billy Madison.
Yep. What was the other one? Dirty Work, stuff like that. But I mean, I think it was when he appeared on late night television or just got to be himself. I think that's when it really shined.
Why a movie with Carrot Top?
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out. Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top.
Is it called 9.5 seconds? Like he's premature.
You know, what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
I mean, so funny, man. So funny doing stuff like that. So, once again, the story, it just, it's brutal. Came out of nowhere yesterday, so RIP to the one and only Norm Macdonald. Coming up next, NFL. Verizon have entered a 10-year partnership. We'll tell you what's going down there. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Good old Norm Macdonald. I actually watched a Conan O'Brien clip. It was from 2016, where he was doing a bunch of my wife's a battle axe. And his last joke is about his wife being in a coma. And I highly recommend it. I'll drop the clip into the stream. But I was literally crying last night because I've never seen that clip before. It was next level stupid funny.
Yeah.
His comedy didn't really try to make you think too much.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, I was literally crying in bed last night, laughing so hard at it.
He was doing stand-up, even into this year. So I don't know when things, got bad with the cancer, how sudden it was. But he was doing, it wasn't like stand-up specials or touring or anything like that. He'd hit clubs and do stuff. And there's still some pretty funny stuff out there that he did within this past year. His take on Corona and stuff like that. So there's lots of stuff you can deep dive into if you haven't done so already.
I dropped the YouTube link it's like a 4-minute bit, but if you just want to skim over to hear that joke just because it got me last night, it's right at the very end, go to 3:15 and you'll hear what I'm talking about. Pretty funny stuff.
All right. Get rid of that.
So news that I'm just kind of skimming over this morning that I saw kind of yesterday and obviously learned more about this morning. iPhone, the Apple people have announced their newest iPhone 13, Lucky 13. Ooh, it's going to be good. Actually, they announced a bunch of stuff yesterday. So they introduced the 9th generation iPad, the 6th generation iPad mini, the Apple Watch Series 7, the iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone, wait for it, 13 Pro Max. So many iPhones that you don't need. I still have my iPhone XR, which I think it was the same year as, the iPhone 10. So is my phone 3 years old? Is that what we're going at right now? Because they like to skip years.
Yeah.
They like to just, they'll do iPhone 7, and the next year they do iPhone 7S. What the hell does that mean? All right, cool. All right. Now we're at the iPhone 13. I feel like I got fast forwarded in time and missed a 12, at least a 12, right?
Yeah, I will. If I make it to April on this phone, it'll be 5 years.
Good for you.
So there we go.
Yeah.
My wife's like, you need a new phone. I'm like, I don't want to spend money. I am turning into a frugal old man. My wife and I did role reversals for years. She was always like, you can't spend anything. She, within the past 3 years, got her first full-time job. She worked, a lot of it was part-time, but the full-time job for her was really a game changer for us of having money. So it's we've done this role reversal because I wanted to spend money, all the time before. And now I'm like, I'm good. She's like, she'll get a phone. It'll be fine. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Is the new iPhone, the 6.1 inch, is that, I don't know, is that big? for an iPhone? I don't know.
I don't know.
iPhone 13 Pro will retail for $1,000, $999. And then the Pro Max starts at $1,100, and they're all getting released on September 24th. See, at least iPhone's good about that. So iPhone will wait till like a week or two before they release their stuff, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, here it comes," and they don't make you wait like 6 months for stuff. So that's one thing I like about Apple. That's about the only thing I like about Apple. And in the comments right here, good morning, Andrew. Wanda said, did you all see the mess Alex Murdaugh orchestrated his own shooting, which I think we all kind of thought, right? Apparently orchestrated his own shooting for $10 million life insurance policy he had himself, according to Colleton County. Apparently they arrested a guy yesterday about it.
So did he want to die? How is he collecting $10 million if he just gets shot?
I don't know. Maybe he goes to his family. I'm not, once again, not for sure.
His family's dead. Not to be an a-hole. So Chris Hummer reached out. She's from WSAV. We kind of talked about it yesterday. She is big into this story.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to come on your guys' show and talk about strange conspiracy theories around the show, around this whole story.
Well, then yesterday was a big day for her, because I think that came out in the late afternoon as well, about the Murdaugh thing. So, yeah. That story, once again, I mean, it's an onion of layers of ridiculousness.
Oh, it's crazy.
There's still stuff. I mean, the husband seems the most likely suspect to have been the one who murdered his wife and child. Like, that's kind of what I think the general consensus is from what I know about the case. But yeah, it seems like every other week, or at least once a month, there's always some other thing that kind of comes out, and this thing's been going on forever now.
And they're already filming a docuseries on it. They wasted no time.
I think they're doing are they doing like a Dateline special or something on it?
I'm sure.
I think I heard them doing that too.
No, I'm sure they are.
Andrew says he's notorious for breaking phones. He goes, I think I've had 4 phones just in the last year.
Holy crap.
Jesus Christ, man. Charles says, my parents had my childhood house for 25 years. I remember the rotary phone in the kitchen. And then when we got our first push-button phone, the same push-button phone was still there when they sold the house. Just make the damn iPhones better. The iPhone that I have, I think it's probably held up the best since out of all the iPhones I've ever had.
Yeah.
Outside the first one. The first one I had for the longest time.
No, this one's been great. I mean, the issue I have is I can't talk to somebody just normal. I have to put them on speaker. Because for whatever reason, the headset part of it, just I get no volume out of it. And up until the past 6 months, I didn't even crack the screen. Now I've cracked it like 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I got a screen protector on mine just for that.
All right, we got Tool playing now, so we got about 5.5 minutes. My job said if I break another phone, they're going to get me a flip phone. Yeah, dude, I think I'd be switching to burners after that. I'll break that too. All right, so remember the movie, was it the 80s or 90s? I don't remember. Twins, Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So there's been talk about a sequel for this movie for years called Triplets. And the premise was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito had a third brother. It was going to be played by Eddie Murphy. So Ivan Reitman has the script, loves the script. Supposedly Eddie Murphy was kind of on board.
Right.
Then Coming to America, the sequel to that movie happened, was successful. Eddie kind of got booked up, so he can't do it. So they found a replacement, because it sounds like Triplets with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito moving forward. The third brother will now be played by, I think it's for this movie better than Eddie Murphy, Tracy Morgan. Because that role's got to be ridiculous. And I think he fits it perfectly.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy's too good looking.
Oh, we definitely don't need this film.
No, I agree. I don't disagree with that. They're hoping to start filming early next year.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger going to make it till then? That dude, he's aged gracefully, but good Lord. He's in his 70s now?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. How old is...
He's got to be.
There it is. Hold on. How old is Arnold? Arnold's 74 years old. He's born in July, so probably when he's filming this movie next year, he'll turn 75 years old. Sylvester Stallone is also 75. Chuck Norris is 81. Just a random smattering of people there.
Have you ever actually, I think he's probably most well-known when talking about Chuck Norris, probably for Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
And his infomercial ads for, several workout apparatus.
Yeah, that none of them work.
Have you ever seen any of his actual movies? He had a couple, like knockoff Rambo flicks in the 80s. I don't think I've ever actually seen a Chuck Norris movie.
Well, I just Googled Chuck Norris movies. Have you ever heard of Code of Silence?
No.
Technically, he was in Bruce Lee's Return of the Dragon. I think
there's
that's
that.
Probably his most notable turn.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
There was The Octagon, A Force of One, Silent Rage, Hero and Terror.
Ain't gonna lie, way more than I expected on this list here.
Let's see. Good Guys Wear Black.
Is there like a Contra something?
Hold on, I'm looking. The Cutter, The Hitman, Top Dog, Lone Wolf McQuade. Oh, Charles brought up that one. There you go. He actually just mentioned it. Missing in Action, Invasion USA, Firewalker.
Missing in Action, I think, is the ones I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was. I had no idea he was in so many movies. Good for Chuck Norris.
Yeah, he showed up in a bunch of. They actually have him credited on a WWE, The Rise and Fall of WCW. I'm guessing he showed up on wrestling one night.
He might have. Yeah, he might have guessed it on they brought him in for a pay-per-view for WCW or something.
Yeah, and he was only in the Expendables 2. Like, they even let him in Expendables 3. And he must have been a dick to work with. How about this? Is Chuck Norris a dick?
I hope not.
Reddit forum. Chuck Norris is actually kind of a dick. This is 2018.
Reddit, obviously it's real, but. All right, got about 90 seconds.
Yeah. So there you go. That's our Chuck Norris talk for the year. You just get it once.
Story number 2 about the NFL and Verizon teaming up. 5G multi-view. All part of a 10-year deal the guys have worked out together.
I used to be a Verizon guy. I kind of miss Verizon.
I think I had Verizon for a minute.
They do. Verizon does have the best network.
Yeah.
I can say that because I'm not currently endorsing a phone.
No, I had Verizon, I think, when I first got here. I got a company cell phone, and it was on Verizon, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And my boss's old number. So this was my first boss, so this was a decade ago. I still occasionally get a call for him because I still have the same number.
Yep. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. The NFL and Verizon have recently signed a 10-year deal and teaming up with several things, including 5G multi-view. Story number 2 about last night. Last week, the NFL announced they signed a new 10-year deal with Verizon. Now, there's several layers to this deal, including innovative methods of player training, venue operations, and health guidelines. So that's going to affect the NFL side of things. But there's one thing that'll have the most impact for fans, and that is 5G multi-view. Now, this is going to provide simultaneous camera angles that can be watched on mobile devices in 7 different stadiums on home teams' apps. So, at first I heard this, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Sitting at the house, you can get different angles, different games. But then you're like, no, it's only in the stadium.
Yeah, and they only have like 7 stadiums that you can actually do this in. So When I'm sitting at a football game, I'm generally thinking, where's the nearest restroom?
Yep.
I'm going to get my next beer. When am I going to, officially, strategically go get my next beer? When am I going to go get nachos? And I'm going to keep my eyes on the field. And if I have crappy seats, I'm going to, try to figure out which screen I'm going to watch inside the stadium. Like, last thing I want to do is pop open my phone and check out 7 different camera angles. Like, I would probably do it once, but it's not something that I would use if I went to a game because, I'm at the game.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not on my phone when I'm at an event occasionally, but I do kind of like to be in the moment, And this just seems like it takes you totally out of it.
Yeah, so there's a couple stadiums where you can actually use this Verizon multi-view. Gillette Stadium, so for the Patriots, Hard Rock Stadium for the Dolphins, Lucas Oil for the Colts, MetLife, obviously, for the Giants and Jets, SoFi for the Rams and Chargers, and the U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota. Now, they're working on those other stadiums, a lot of other stadiums, obviously, to hit, but good for Verizon, I guess. I mean, they're at least they're doing something with it. At least they're not just slapping their name on, on the product of the NFL and being like, we did good.
I guess they're like providing 5G internet to the stadiums as well. But I mean, I still stand by it. If you want to improve the viewing experience of anything at a stadium, larger seats. Just give me a couple extra inches.
Yeah, get some girthier, wider seats for our big American butts.
You can slap Verizon logo all over it. I don't care. All right, coming up next, Halloween right around the corner. Hidden Valley Ranch wants to get in on some good old-fashioned trick-or-treating action. We'll tell you how they're doing that coming up next. Offspring, let the bad times roll. Rock 106.1.
Yeah, I miss Verizon's incredible service. Other than that, I don't really miss Verizon. They were always the most expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's like them, AT&T, and then T-Mobile. And to just show you how thrifty I am, I'm with T-Mobile. So,
yeah, I am too. I mean, it's not bad. There's some sketchy areas, unfortunately, by my house.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? I hit something the other day. I mean, even here at work sometimes it gets a little weird, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely got its moments, where I live too. So there was another rose ceremony.
Oh.
Some people got kicked off the island in Bachelor in Paradise, last night. So we'll talk to Lauren Wolverton about that.
Going to take your calls, comments, and texts after 7. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? If you got something, hit us up. Going to talk more comic book TV series coming our way. DC, Warner Brothers, HBO Max getting into the action. Fantasy football and more. Lots of stuff to get to today. Reminder, we won't be here on Friday. Marshall's heading down to Orlando. I am going to Arkansas. On purpose. Thankfully, I'm flying this time, not driving. Ugh.
So, Nintendo's been notoriously the people who take forever to have the most suspect what you think thing they would have as a feature on their systems. So Nintendo, they have the Nintendo Switch, and that's their latest system.
Right.
They just added Bluetooth support yesterday. They're always behind in graphics because they feel like they don't need to have the latest, shiniest thing to sell their systems. They don't. They create amazing content. But they literally just added Bluetooth support yesterday. It's almost 2022.
Yeah.
And we just got Bluetooth on the Nintendo Switch.
We'll get to it when we get to it, guys.
And that's the thing. It was just it wasn't like a feature they had to build into the system.
Right.
It was there the entire time. They just flicked the switch and turned it on. They're like, now's a good time.
I think somebody's just sitting around going, Did we flip that on? No? Crap.
Yeah, so it's just crazy to me that Nintendo's that way. And just a heads up, Bluetooth has been around since 1994.
Are you serious?
When it was created.
Damn. All right, guys, be right back. Only in America can you hand out packets of ranch for Halloween. That story's coming up. Story number 3 about last night. Hidden Valley Ranch wants to get in on that Halloween action. They're now selling treat-sized packets of ranch dressing so you can hand them out to trick-or-treaters this Halloween.
And I know the next comment I'm going to say may offend some people. Some people may agree with me. Still better than a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, ranch dressing, even a small 1.5-ounce size packet of ranch dressing that Hidden Valley plans on handing out for Halloween is still better than a Tootsie Roll. I said it sucks.
No, Tootsie Rolls aren't good. I know you are a fan of candy corn. That to me is garbage as well. I would take the ranch over either of those. But this is just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. So the ranch packets are like ounce and a half, considered a normal serving size. I don't know in whose household that's a normal serving size of ranch. But you can buy bags of 30 packets at hiddenvalley.com. The price, I feel it's a little steep. $20 plus $7 shipping.
Yeah, and once again, not a math guy, but that kind of equates to like $1 a packet.
Yes.
That's essentially throwing an American dollar bill in each trick-or-treater's bag that comes by your house. It's a little high to be funny this Halloween season, unless you're just high, and then it's just a genius move.
I'm trying to think. So when my kids are younger and they went out trick-or-treating and they came back with a bunch of packets of ranch, I feel bad for my kids getting hosed over. Give them some candy, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, but also, what's worse than a packet of ranch? I'm trying to think, obviously, Tootsie Rolls, I think, are worse than a packet of ranch.
Bottle caps.
Wait, no, the root beer bottle caps?
They're like the hard candy kind of things. What about those little droplets of candy they put on wax paper? That when you get them, you pull them off and you get more paper than candy.
I don't even know what those are.
They're disgusting.
Are those like an old man candy?
They might.
Did they stop making those decades ago?
I don't know what they're called. They're garbage.
Double Bubble is also the worst candy you can hand out at Halloween.
I don't know.
It's always stale. How does it always go stale from the moment you put it in my bag to the moment I get home?
But for the first 2 seconds,
yeah,
that is some of the best tasting gum ever.
Yeah, Double Bubble in its fresh state is amazing. You handing it out on Halloween, I don't know how. Maybe it's just like the season. It dries that Double Bubble up into a hard rock-like thing where if you try to chew it, it's like chewing into a side of a mountain. It makes no sense. But still, ranch is better than that. So if you can and you have enough money, please hand out ranch instead of those candies we mentioned.
That's true. I mean, what's your go-to? Do you hand out candy for Halloween? Or
yeah.
Too busy doing other stuff?
No, we buy the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we're into the Snickers bars,
yes.
Reese's Pieces. We got all sorts of. If you come to my house on Halloween, I'm not doing the full-size stuff.
No.
I'm not that rich. But I got the good chocolate candy. I'm not going to give you any of that crap.
I like to hand out what I like to eat. So, because you know you're going to have leftovers.
It's a good reflection of someone.
So I lots of Reese's peanut butter cups in my house.
Absolutely. Well, even the pumpkin ones?
Yeah. Oh, dude. So much peanut butter. So
I don't know
good.
why those taste better.
Because there's more peanut butter.
I don't know.
That's the best part about a Reese's.
I don't know. They have a crack in there. I still eat them.
All right, coming up next, talking to Rock 1061 Super Tickets. Stick around, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, this is a good discussion to have.
Maybe this is something we need to extend closer to Halloween and turn it into a bit, an actual full-on on-air thing. Because I agree. I think it's a stellar question.
All right, very briefly, everyone name the worst Halloween candy. Everyone on the chat right now. There we know we don't have a ton of people on right now because it's super early, but everyone name the worst Halloween candy out there.
Wax lips. Never good. I don't know why those are even a thing.
Let's see. Craig says, good morning. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, Craig. The supposed peanut butter candies that come in the orange and not quite black wrapping, like the wax paper. They're peanut butter toffee-ish. Those aren't good. Yeah.
Those wafer ones. I forget what they're called. There's some kind of wafer one that sucks.
And for that matter, saltwater taffy. That should not be a thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a big-time old person candy. Craig says circus peanuts. I guess that'd be better than ranch. I don't know. I like circus peanuts.
Really?
Candy corn, licorice, candy corn, milk duds, almond joy, anything with coconut. Really? I ain't mad at almond joy.
No, as a kid, I hated coconut, but as an adult, give me an almond joy all day long. Or Mounds, either one. Mm-hmm.
So, Almond Joy has nuts. Mounts don't.
Mm-hmm. Milk Duds, agreed. Milk Duds are gross. Slow poke. Remember those? It's like
that sounds
sucker
familiar.
type thing. Those aren't good either.
Slow poke candy.
Licorice. Now, Wanda, when you say licorice, are you meaning like black licorice or like Twizzlers, like cherry strawberry, whatever that flavor is?
Yeah, the now and laters. Any candy that has somehow gotten bad. Oh, there's so much. You know what candy sucks? What fucking sucks? That my wife likes? Charleston Chews. Oh, they're disgusting. Then she puts them in the freezer. Also, here's another hot take. You put a candy in a freezer, that candy sucks. If you have to change the temperature of the candy for it to taste good, your candy sucks.
I agree, because it just becomes a brick, and you're risking a broken tooth.
Yeah.
Now, I was super disappointed. So, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, probably hands down my all-time favorite candy. And they have the extra thick ones now that is filled with more peanut butter. It's been my go-to, delicious. Yeah. Well, the other day, I love dark chocolate, and I saw dark chocolate Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm in on this.
Best of both worlds.
All day long. So disappointed. I will never buy them again.
Not good?
Just wasn't good, man. Maybe now if I got like the super thick one, extra peanut butter with the dark chocolate, maybe. Regular ones, no, just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, Wanda, I love Charleston Chews. I hate Charleston Chews, man. I hate them. I don't know why I don't even know why they exist. How about that? I'll go as far as existence.
I'm trying to think last time I had a Charleston Chew.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to have been a minute.
And Tony says Snickers Mini in the freezer is awesome. I don't get that either, man. Why do you have to freeze a damn thing? Leave it on the counter. Makes my soft bitch ass teeth, but I don't like to gnaw down on a rock of a candy.
I do like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups cold. I will put them in the fridge. I will not put them in the freezer.
Wow. Not for it. But yeah, no, I think that's definitely a conversation that we need to get into closer to Halloween time. Maybe that's a question of the day, or maybe...
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think we really mess with it for a Mount Rushmore, being that we're only going to do it for another couple of weeks. But
Wait, we're not even... And I realized that we're out this Friday and next Friday, so we don't even need Mount Rushmores. But yeah, no, I think it's a good call-in. We can even do what's the best and or worst Halloween candy, just to offer up both. Looks like Vincent D'Onofrio, who actually played Kingpin in the Netflix Daredevil series. Looks like he may be coming back to the role somehow in the MCU. Don't know how it is yet, or where it's going to work, but he could be back in, which is awesome. I think he is a fantastic actor.
Yeah, I mean, his career really started off with Full Metal Jacket. And then he was on one of the Law and Orders forever. I mean, I think he was on there for a decade or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I love Vincent and the work he's done.
He was in the first Men in Black, right?
Yeah, he was actually the villain. Yeah, I forgot that.
He's one of those guys that just you forget who he is when he takes over a role. He's just really damn good. All right, so we got some Aaron Jones, latest tune called Supercharged coming up. Then we'll talk Rock 1061 Super Ticket, your chance to score tickets for 5 shows coming to the area.
I'm trying to see. Man, he's a very large guy. He's a big dude. He's 6'4". Tony says they need to stop making versions of Reese's peanut butter cups. That's a direct shot at you, Cotter.
What do you mean different versions?
She goes, I hate that when you buy mixed bags of candy, there's always that crappy one in the bag. Who eats Crunch Bars? Oh man, Tony,
I do.
Hey, you're striking a chord here. I eat Crunch Bars. You know what's an all-time candy bar, like when you go in, like gas station candy bar, and I honestly don't eat a ton of candy, although my body would look another way. It says, you're lying, Marshall. I actually don't eat a lot of candy, but I love whatchamacallits.
Really?
Whenever I'm in a grocery store or a gas station on a road trip, I usually find, I would say I eat a minimum of 4 whatchamacallits a year, maximum 5. It's right in between there. I would say once a quarter, I eat a whatchamacallit, and they are delightful.
I think I've had a Charleston chew more recent than the whatchamacallit. I don't know.
Next time you can find a whatchamacallit,
yeah,
grab one.
What's in it?
It's like hold on. I don't want to whatchamacallit.
Because it's a hodgepodge of everything, hence the name whatchamacallit, right?
Yeah. All right, the original candy bars were made of peanut butter crisp coated in a thin layer of chocolate. It also has caramel, and it's just kind of like it's just got like a hodgepodge of everything. It's a little bit Reese's Pieces. It's a little bit kind of like a Snickers. It's just like, and it's got like a thin wafer thing, so it snaps really easily. And you don't have to it's not like eating a steak or anything. It's a chewy piece of garbage. Like it's just good. Just good. And then they've created a other version of it. It's the Whoozy What's It, which is just a different kind of combination of flavor. But
okay,
saying whatchamacallit, guys, just throwing it out there.
Tony said versions going back to the versions of Reese's Pieces, versions like pretzels in them, Reese's Pieces in them, half chocolate, half dark. I agree. I don't need pretzels in my Reese's Pieces. I thought the dark chocolate ones would be good because I'm a big fan of dark chocolate. But no, I agree. Give me a straight up one. If you can throw in some of the extra peanut butter stuff, I'm in.
I stopped by Kroger yesterday because I drink these. I like to drink these sparkling ice waters in the morning. They got some caffeine in them, and I don't know, they make me feel like I'm healthier than I am. So I stopped by the candy section, and I was just looking at what candy we had. Did you know there is a Kit Kat, a new Kit Kat? It's called Witch's Brew.
Okay.
It is a marshmallow flavored Kit Kat.
Interesting.
They have a pumpkin pie one this year, and they have the Witch's Brew, which is a marshmallow flavored Kit Kat. Thought about buying it, but there wasn't like a single one. Yeah, it was just a bag.
All right, guys, be right back. So many shows coming to the area. You got Victory North, you've got District Live, and we've got the Rock 106.1 Super Ticket. This is your chance to score a pair of tickets for 5 of the shows coming to town over the next month or so. POD, Candlebox, Fozzy, Dirty Honey, and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so all you need to do is listen up for the Artist of the Day, which we are going to reveal just after 8 o'clock this morning, so just over an hour away. And once you hear the Artist of the Day, text the keyword super in anytime you hear them at 1-800-394-1061.
So we'll give you that Super Ticket Artist of the Day at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Coming up after 7, we're taking those calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What weird thing did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Unfortunately, my mom, not a good cook. So there's a lot of things.
Throwing daggers this morning. I hope mom's not watching.
She's not. Trust me, she's not up this early. So what about you? What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Hit us up now. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, gang. Thanks for swinging around and hanging with us this morning. Once again, our question of the day is, what weird thing did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Go ahead and let us know in the chat this morning. What weird thing did your parents make you eat when you're a kid, when you were a kid? Got a couple things I'll be bringing up. I know we got a pretty good reaction from our Facebook page as well.
Yeah, so we got good reaction. Obviously, this isn't necessarily something that lends itself into stories like yesterday.
Yeah, it's not story time.
Yeah, but we got some good ones.
Wanda shot over a story in the chat. If you guys want to check it out, it's from Thrillist. It's the all the bad candy you get while trick-or-treating. Funny enough, number 22 is wax lips, Cotter.
Dude, those, I don't get how that's a thing.
Let's just scroll down all the way to number 1. What is number 1? Number 1 is those Necco Wafers.
Dude, those are hideous. Talk about just stale. It's all they are. They're just stale.
Smarties, Double Bubble, Bit of Honey, Mary Jane's. That's Mary Jane.
That's an old school candy. Unfortunately, not an edible. It'd be cool if it was.
Hot tamales, good and plenty. Fun Dip. Actually, I don't mind Fun Dip. I would take Fun Dip.
Okay.
I'd take Fun Dip over any of that garbage gum. Bazooka gum, Double Bubble, all that. Pixie Sticks, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Pixie
I don't
Sticks.
need pure sugar. Tootsie Rolls, number 14. Duh.
They should be higher
Garbage.
on that list.
Fireballs. Fireballs? Oh, okay. They're okay.
Yeah, they're
Every once in a
fine.
while. Candy corn's on there, and everyone like hates candy corn, but I don't know.
I'm a hater.
Where can you get candy corn in like a single size package where you could put in people's like?
I'm sure it's out there, right?
I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it. Like everyone hates on candy corn, but when have you ever gotten candy corn? And what crazy person's gonna put like loose candy corn in your Halloween bag? And if you find that person, burn their house down. Sweet Tarts is on this list. Hard grandma candies.
Yeah. Werther's.
Three Musketeers.
Oh,
Really?
dude. I like a good Three Musketeers.
There's Three Musketeers and Almond Joys are at the very top of this list. Or not top, bottom of this list.
You know
Really?
You know what's an underrated candy bar? Zero. The Zero bar.
I don't think I ever had it.
White chocolate, nice some nougat inside.
It's racist to you. Why's it gotta be white?
It's good. I don't know. Ask the makers.
Tony says I hated the wax bottles with the soda syrup in them.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. Bree loves that damn candy corn. I ain't mad at candy corn.
I can't do it, man.
I'm not in love with it, but I like candy corn. Don't get me wrong. Wanda said Three Musketeers and Zero's garbage.
Really?
She hates it.
Disagree.
Thoroughly disagree.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, here we go. Gone through the pumpkin spice phase of the year. Here comes holiday foods. Hershey's just unveiled its new holiday candy lineup for 2021. The two things getting the most attention: Reese's Peanut Brittle and Gingerbread Kitkats.
I like that. Why not?
The first, the Reese's Peanut Brittle looks like a peanut butter cup, but it's crunchy peanut butter encased in peanut brittle flavored cream. And the second one is Kit Kats that taste like gingerbread. There's also sugar cookie flavored Hershey bars and vanilla Whoppers called Snowballs. My dad loves Whoppers. I think they're gross. Molten milk balls.
Oh, yeah, the Whoppers. Whoppers is a all-time, for me, great movie candy.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't like the malt flavor, like a milkshake get a malt. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pass up on the Reese's peanut brittle. So I'm out. Now here's what Reese's just needs to do. I know they have their you can get a jar of Reese's peanut butter, but it's not the peanut butter concoction that you get in the candy.
Yeah.
You sell that stuff individually. I'm 400 pounds in a month and a half. See, I'm not a fan of gingerbread cookies, so I couldn't do the Kit Kats either.
I don't mind gingerbread.
So let's see. Here's all 13. The Reese's peanut butter flavored cups. The snack size trees. Those are a thing. We know that. New Reese's peanut butter cups yardstick. Holy crap.
Oh, speaking of like Christmas candies that I personally think are gross,
right?
Those little Debbie snacks?
Yeah.
Those like white Christmas trees. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I don't know why. The taste of those is like repulsive to me.
It's the one with like cake inside, right?
Yeah.
It's just dry.
It's like a hard white outer layer, and then it's got the like the cakey, and then it has like a middle layer of I don't know, white jizzy icing or whatever. It is. Those are terrible. And like my wife has to buy them once a year. I'm like, you don't have to do this.
It's just dry cake. That's why it's gross. Best little Debbie snack, fudge rounds. Give me a fudge round.
I think 1A and 1B is the oatmeal pie.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate the oatmeal pie.
You can't. It's literally, it's un-American if you do. Sorry, I'm just grabbing the stuff from the Facebook real quick because I didn't get a chance to do it this morning.
Sure. We got about 9 minutes, guys. Bulletful Butterfly Wings now from Smashing Pumpkins. Going to get to some Avenged Sevenfold. Then we'll get into our call, comment, and text.
Let's see. Charles says, weird foods. We were basically poor. Ooh, let's get this. Let's steal this little guy from Charles. Once again, thank you, guys. Our question of the day is, what were things that your parents made you eat that were your kid that when you were a kid were really weird? You know, it's funny. I was just reading through that list on Facebook, and it kind of cued me off on something that my dad would eat all the time. Ugh. I'll bring that up, too.
Okay.
Tony says, should I expect you two over for trick-or-treating later? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Can we come over today?
You got candy?
Can we just come on over today? That'd be awesome.
What day is Halloween on this year? I know we talked about it.
It's on a Sunday this year. I think, yeah, because I think the 30th lands on a Saturday. So, yeah, so I think what's the role or the way they'll do it is like Halloween will be on Saturday this year and trick-or-treating, right? They're not going to do it on a Sunday.
I can never remember when they do it. I think just make it the Saturday. Make it easy.
Cam Cross says Swiss cake rolls are number one.
Oh, those? Oh, I know what you... Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're just like the little... They're the turd-shaped...
Yeah.
Is it because they look like turds, Cotter?
Maybe. I can't agree with that. Sorry, Cam.
Charles said barbecue raccoon and fried squirrels. MK Ultra says, I want to eat fried squirrels. Heard it's delicious. Charles, can you confirm that squirrels are delicious? I have never
had a squirrel, yeah.
I've ran a squirrel over. Rest in peace, squirrel. I apologize.
Damn, Wanda. Cotter, I'm starting to lose my admiration for you with the snacks you like. Fudge rounds, 0 bars, 3 Musketeers. How do you not like a fudge round?
That's a personal attack on you.
I mean, I'll give you 0 bars because, I mean, if you don't like white chocolate, I get it. You're out instantly.
I don't think I've ever had a 0 bar.
That's so good. But fudge rounds, it's just loaded up with chocolate. That's all it is.
If fudge rounds was like the cheap snack that I could buy as a child because it was $0.25. It's more now. I think it's like they double the price.
Yeah. I mean, you still got a box of 10 for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not expensive.
Okay, Tony has just laid down her trick-or-treating candy list. She has Snickers, Reese's, Kitkats, Hershey bars, Crunch, Butterfinger, Skittles, Twizzlers, Twix, Hershey Kisses, and a few others. I think all of those are great Halloween candies, except for Hershey Kisses. I think Hershey Kisses should be exclusively a Christmas candy.
Agreed.
And they should be nowhere near a Halloween trick-or-treating bag.
I don't disagree with that. To me, they're definitely a Christmas candy.
Tony says she has 12 pounds of candy.
Jeez. Charles said squirrels, fried squirrels better than fried chicken. Fried squirrels better than fried chicken. Interesting. Yeah, I've never had it. I'd eat it.
I mean, but it's easier to catch a chicken. That's why
it's probably a squirrel. True. I did. So when I was a kid, a friend of mine, her dad hunted, and I was hanging out at her house, and he was skinning squirrels in the backyard. It has stuck with me to this day. I mean, just kind of like attached one end of them to a board and just ripped them up.
So my dad worked for a local county's animal control. So he would bring home like animals all the time that I've never seen. And he had to go catch a raccoon one night.
Okay.
And brought a raccoon home. And according to their department at that time, they had to, that's what my dad told me, maybe not, maybe he just loved murdering things. He had to destroy the raccoon. So, like, yeah, killing a raccoon in front of me was an interesting
He did it
thing
at the house?
Well, yeah, he came home. It was like late at night. So my dad, we'd get calls in the middle of the night because my dad would be the guy that would go out and catch all these wild animals. It's a job. He wound up taking over and just being, the guy in charge there. But Jesus, I mean, like, yeah.
You'd think they would have, I don't know, space to go kill an animal? Yeah. You would have to do it in your yard?
So he had like this long pole with like a rope thing on it. Right. And he had it by that. And he just kind of like pulled it close and just smacked it over the head with a hammer.
Oh, Jesus. So I never had squirrel and stuff like that. I had, when I worked in Lincoln, Nebraska, the country station did Croaky karaoke. So it was a Froggy, whatever. Kind of like the station. You'll see the bumper sticker in The Office. Froggy. It's same logo, same everything, except it was a station in Lincoln, Nebraska. So they did karaoke. It was like their big promotion, and one of the bars they went to for like one of the first rounds served up frog legs, and you in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. My wife and kids hadn't moved out there yet. I had nothing to do. They're like, "Hey, you want to be a judge?" I'm in. I come out, and they're like, "All right, this place in, like I said, middle of nowhere had frog legs." I'm like, "All right, I got to try them." They were utterly delicious.
Yeah, frog legs are incredible.
So good.
You just don't get much of it because they're so tiny.
I know. Well,
get me a girthy frog.
Well, it's funny because, I mean, they just came. It looks like they just sliced the frog in half and they just deep fried it and said, "Here you go."
Yeah, give me a Cardi B shaped frog. Give me that big fat ass.
Jeremy's saying rattlesnake is really, really good. Never had rattlesnake or snake. I mean, there's something I was like that. I'd eat rattlesnake, and I wouldn't even think twice. I would try squirrel. Can't say I'd be like, "Ooh, this is going to be the best thing ever," but I'd definitely try
I feel like it'd be a little gamey.
Yeah.
There's a neighbor down the street from me. So my wife and I go on walks a couple times a week just to get out there and get a little exercise because we're old now. So there's this house like I don't know half a block away. There's a family of squirrels that live in their tree because every time we walk by, there's like 7 squirrels in their yard. So if I ever do need to capture some squirrels for murdering and eating, I've got a place, guys. Just a heads up. How do you catch a squirrel? Is it a squirrel trap?
You can go squirrel hunting, shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you probably wouldn't be a good look if I walk in front of my neighbor's house with a gun and start shooting their front yard.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, and Charles could probably answer this because I have no info when it comes to hunting. But it's like you have to be a really good shot because you seem to risk
with a squirrel.
Yeah, they're so tiny. Is there anything like that you wouldn't eat? I mean, it's like if you would go to a foreign country, you see the shows or eat the weird stuff. Is there any of that?
Yeah, like the dried insects and stuff.
Yeah,
I'd probably try all those.
The insects I do.
You know what I would actually really like to try because it's like this big what's the word for it? Like misnomer about the whole subject of eating them. Blowfish. I think blowfish because it's supposed to be poisonous or whatever, right?
You only can eat like this little tiny sliver of it.
Yeah, it's almost like doing a bungee jump or something. It's just the adrenaline ride of trying to not die from eating some blowfish. I think that'd be interesting.
All right, guys, we've got 90 seconds. How do you want to do this?
Do you have something?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you go ahead and start there, and then we have the laundry list that I've pulled off of Facebook, and I got a couple from the chat. I know we kind of talked about squirrel here. I'll save that for the second break.
I mean, I think we can expound on like the squirrel stuff, kind of some of the stuff we talked about off air. I think we can kind of get into on air.
Why don't you start off with yours? We'll talk with that, and then I'll end on Jeremy's, which let's just pair halves. Ugh. Sorry, Jeremy. I just trying to think of that combination now that you wrote it, and I kind of want to puke.
So you're going to end with Jeremy's?
End with Jeremy's pair halves. That's your cue out.
All right, guys. Got about 45 seconds.
MK Ultra wants to know if we'd eat some Rocky Mountain
oysters.
Yeah.
Depending on
full testicles.
Depending on how they're prepared, yeah, I'd try those.
Yeah, pretty much for me, not raw.
Yeah, no, I know. Depending on how you cook them, but yeah, I'd try those.
What's your preferred cooking method for a Rocky Mountain oyster?
Good question. Don't know. What's the way to go?
You can't say depending on the way they're cooked and then not give a way to cook it.
If you just boil them or something, I want them like fried or something.
Yeah, give me fried. Give me fried balls and I'll eat them.
All right, guys, be right back. Calls, comments, and texts today. What are weird things your parents made you eat when you were a kid? Hit us up with those stories. 800-394-1061. Morning, everyone. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. We appreciate that. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, get on it. You can watch us every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. This morning, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Now, my mom is just not known for her fine cuisine.
What meal would you say that she excelled at?
None.
Okay.
That's so I don't have a laundry list of weird things that you'd look at. I just have normal foods that came out weird. So we had two go-tos when my mom was cooking when I was younger. One of them we just called hamburger and potatoes mixed together. It was just loose meat hamburger, sliced up potatoes, and she would boil them. Boil them all together.
She just boil raw meat.
Yes.
And potatoes.
Yes.
Any seasoning?
Salt.
Salt, just salt.
My dad can't handle anything when it comes to seasoning. I mean, if there's normal pepper on things, sometimes that's too hot for my dad.
That's wow.
I know, it's weird. So the potatoes and hamburger mixed together. But the weirdest, unfortunately, was her chili. I love chili.
What guy doesn't like chili?
Oh, it's so good. But I like a thick, hearty, meaty, beanie chili. I want all of that.
Yeah.
My mom's chili was like soup. I mean, it was water that may have been slightly flavored. It was
with a pinch of salt.
A pinch of salt.
Yeah.
A minimal amount of hamburger. A minimal amount.
Right.
But no beans. Once again, my dad, weird about food, wouldn't eat beans.
So chili was meat water.
The perfect description. Yes.
That's not chili.
No.
You know that's not chili, right?
I know. When I got older and actually had chili for the first time, I'm like...
Were you disgusted?
No. I was like, what is this? And how is it so awesome?
Is this what they call lasagna? Like, I'm confused, guys.
No, but I mean, it was seriously, it was water. There was no girth to it. There was no heftiness to it. It was water, and there was a few chunks of meat in it. And it was, looking back now, I'm shocked and ashamed that she tried to pass this off as chili.
Yeah, wow, man. You went through a hellscape of childhood, Cotter, with your food choices.
So many things.
All right, well, let's go to the stream. Once again, our question of the day is, what weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Anne wrote in with a really weird one on Facebook. She goes, well, they try to get me to eat pig knuckles and brains. She goes, I'd rather eat dirt. Have you ever had pig knuckles or brains before? I've had pig feet.
Have you?
Yeah. Who hasn't had pig feet?
Me.
Why?
I don't know.
It's one of those things where you're like, I'm a grown-up now. I'll buy pig feet.
It just looks like a gelatinous mess.
It is.
Is it good?
No.
I always, because I mean,
you buy it once.
I'm surprised I know you and I have been doing this for less than a year, the morning show, but I mean, in the 7 years we've done a show together, done Torture Tuesdays, pig's feet or stuff like this has never been on the menu. And I am utterly shocked by that. I really am. I mean, to me, that just seems like something we would have done by now.
Yeah, I feel like we have, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you just blocked it out of your brain.
I hope so.
How about this one? And this one's weird just because it's delicious. Don wrote in on Facebook. He said, grits and salmon. Grits and salmon is delicious.
I love grits.
I feel like this is one of those things where like his parents made it bad and it ruined him for life.
Salmon is so questionable to me because it's like, so my wife loves salmon burgers.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, you get stuck every now and then, little pieces of bone. I don't know. If you give me a salmon, just salmon, like the salmon steak, grilled salmon, in all day long. Do anything else with salmon, it gets weird. I'm out. Out 100%.
I usually just because I like to pretend I'm a gourmet cook. I just get a piece of salmon and just throw it in the oven and like put some sauce on it. I'm like, look at this, honey.
See,
look what I did.
That I could do. That I'm in for. Start grinding it up, weird stuff. Salmon and grits. I think I'm out.
All right, I got one more for you, and this is actually coming from our stream today. Our question of the day is, what weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? If you have something you want to share with us, feel free to text or call us. Same number, 1-800-394-1061. Jeremy wrote, weirdest thing to me when I was a kid, my mom made us eat pear halves with mayo, cheese, and a cherry on top. Once again, pear halves with mayo, creamy, disgusting mayo, cheese, and a cherry on top. Was that dessert fruit. Did they just combine all the food groups on you, Jeremy? I have so many questions about that.
It sounds like she was attempting to make some sort of dessert, and instead of grabbing whipped cream, grabbed mayo.
Yeah, it went wrong.
Yeah, horribly wrong.
Halfway, they forgot to whip the mayo into. Is that how you make cream cheese? I'm not whipped cream. I don't know. This has gone wrong.
No,
this entire. What they made. Did they make you do that more than once? I think that's child abuse, Jeremy. I don't know, man.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Want more of your stories? What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? 800-394-1061. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061. Here's Chevelle.
So after I did the first story there with the pig knuckles,
yeah,
my the computer or the keyboard for some reason decided to delete the entire document.
What?
So I kept trying to hit Control-Z.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm like, I need to read more of this. Don't go away. Wanda says that must be a Southern thing because her mama used to love pear halves like that.
Really?
The pear halves are a good Southern dessert. Guys, no. Like just straight up pear halves or pear halves with mayo, cheese, and a cherry? Clarify, please.
Yeah, I get pear halves. I get putting, sweet stuff on them even. I mean, once again, I hate most all fruit, so pears are out. But, yeah, this makes no sense. Wanted to bring up rabbit stew. I think I've talked about it before. There's a bar. I think it's closed now in my hometown of Manitou called the Manitou Tap. And it was kind of like the go-to place. And you go in there occasionally, and there would just be a crock pot on the counter, paper plates, big old spoon, and grab some food if you want. Never ate out of the Manitou Tap crock pot because my dad scared it. The first time I went in there, I was like, oh, cool food. And he's like, no, you don't know what's in there. Could be squirrel, could be roadkill. You never know. I never ate it.
So Wanda has confirmed the pear halves with mayo, cheese, and cherry.
I think we need to try it.
Ugh. Do we?
Yeah, I think we do.
All right.
Or even better, I think Mac needs to try it.
Yeah, no, this is a great thing for Mac. She's Southern. She'll like it.
Yeah, right?
All right, this next break, open up the break, but do a small follow-up on the pears thing.
Okay.
And then I'll go into mine.
Okay.
And then why don't you do the Lindsay story about cream spinach because it's the only girthy story we have. I think that one's kind of good.
Yeah.
And then let's just wrap it up after that. Because I'll have mine, pair mine, and then do Lindsay's. And then the last one, we could just go rapid fire and jump into it. Hannah, thanks for joining us this morning. She goes, I know people who still eat the pear mayo combination. Ooh. Jeremy says, so y'all never had a pineapple and mayo sandwich? No, I have not.
What? I mean, I like mayonnaise. I got nothing against mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like, I don't know though. I'm trying to think pineapple now. I've had pineapple on a burger, mayo on a burger. I could probably do that. I don't know if I could do it by itself though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to start off this next break with something my mom and then my dad ate. Kind of a consistent theme, but kind of two different things that they made me try and just were the worst.
All right, guys, we got under a minute.
Jeremy says pineapple and peanut butter. Whoa. Jeremy, did you only have 3 things in your house growing up? Pears, pineapple, and peanut butter? Mayo, maybe? What the hell was going on in your house growing up? All right, you have Lindsay's story. You're all good there?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
And Jeremy told the story initially about the pineapple, right? Or the pears. Was it Jeremy's?
Yeah, Jeremy. Okay. Jeremy mentioned the story about the Southern delight that is pear halves with mayo, cheese, and cherry.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, be right back. What are weird things your parents made you eat when you were a kid? Now, right before Chevelle, we were talking about Jeremy's story about pear halves, mayo, cheese, and a cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I questioned this, thinking this was something that went awry.
Yeah, I thought that was like a single household incident.
It is not. Everybody coming in on the chat, which if you guys aren't on it, check it out, the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, saying this is a thing. This is a Southern thing. Pear halves, mayo, cheese, and cherry. Somebody said they know people who still eat this to this day.
Yeah, multiple people have confirmed this is actually a thing that someone out there, multiple families still eat. Where did this start? Like, who was the genius? What Gordon Ramsay thought, you know what? This combination.
I still say this was an accident that just kind of happened, and then somebody dared somebody else to eat it.
Yeah.
Somebody else dared somebody else to eat it, and for whatever reason, it just caught on. Dude, I think we've been here long enough. I think we need to try it. I do. I think we need to try it.
Okay, so here's what I say. We make Mac come in,
Okay.
go buy everything with her own money, and then we'll make her make us.
With her own money.
Yeah, she'll do it. She got paid today.
Okay, good.
With her own money, and then she'll make this for us maybe tomorrow on the stream or something.
I like this.
Yeah, we'll try this out. Anyway, we'll get back to this whole pear thing. But Cotter, once again, our question of the day is, what weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? We got a ton of text messages and stories that we'll get to, but I want to hit up mine real quick because they still haunt me to this day. So much so, I went and recently visited my mother, and she still was pretty much eating the same thing.
What?
My mom, growing up, would make onion sandwiches.
Okay.
And then she put mustard. It would be bread, like wheat bread.
Okay.
Like the crappy wheat bread that like the loaf that cost 99 cents growing up.
Sure.
That probably had all the worst stuff in it. Onion and mustard. Raw onion.
Ugh.
And she would just eat a sandwich like that. Nothing else. Just those two ingredients, onion and mustard. Now, when I was at my mom's house recently, just a few weeks ago, I was like, hey, let me grill out. So I made some hamburgers. She got an onion out of the fridge. She ate like half an onion, like straight up. Like it was a shot of whiskey. She was just peeling. She just carving off a piece of the onion like an apple. Like she just picked it off the tree and she's just popping in her mouth. I'm like, oh, I can't believe you're still doing raw onion like that. I don't know why. Raw onion gets me. And then my dad growing up, remember like liverwurst? It come in a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had like a yellow seal around it.
Yeah,
it was just like cellophane over it. Once again, he'd carve it like he was a old Westerner with a giant ridiculous knife.
Whittling.
Yeah, like he had like this ridiculous liverwurst knife. I think it was the same knife every time.
Right.
But it was like too large for just a skimpy little liverwurst tube, which is gross. He would carve that off, and once again, raw onion. I don't know what was with my parents and raw onion. Maybe let them live as long as they have. I don't know. It's a secret formula that they haven't shared with me yet. They would eat that straight. Gross. I mean, so gross, and they made me try it time and time again.
Onions, and even raw onion, is fine as a topping on something, on a burger, hot dog.
No, they ruined it.
I'm down with that. But by itself, I can't do. Now, liverwurst on a sandwich, I'm in.
What?
I like it. I like liverwurst on a sandwich.
Did it suddenly become good once you hit is it over the age of 40, Cotter, that it becomes good?
I think so. I think it's definitely an old man sort of thing.
It's a trigger in your brain that took you into the old age of liverwurst is delicious now?
It is. I ain't going to lie. All right, Lindsay hit us up on Facebook, and she said, frozen creamed spinach. My mom bought it for God knows what reason, heated it up for dinner one night. She took a bite and then told me she let me eat Cool Whip out of the container if I ate a bite. I took a bite, and it tasted the way kitty litter smells.
Oh.
That is hideous. I went running for the Cool Whip as my payment right as my brother was coming back from the bathroom. Mom offered him $5 to try it. I stood there eating Cool Whip with the largest spoon I could find. My brother ate some and almost vomited. My mom then told us she knew it was nasty, but wanted us to suffer with her. Thanks, Mom.
That is a parent who had enough of their kids one day, and they're like, "Hey, try this."
All right, more of your stories. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? 800-394-1061. Hit us up with a call, comment, or text. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Cotter, we got a bunch of text messages in for this as well. So this last break, we can hit those up. We got a phone call right here.
Rock 1061, who's this? Hello, Rock 1061. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Vic, it's been almost 2 weeks. Where have you been, young man?
I can barely hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Where have you been, Vic?
Oh, man, I'm working, dude. Having to turn them wrenches, buddy.
I thought you
It's
quit.
a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
I thought you quit your job.
Well, I did. But actually, it turned around and I got a raise, and I'm back in the swing of things. So.
Good for you, Vic.
All right.
Actually, I had a job lined up making $22 an hour. So.
Woo.
And it's still there, too, if something ever happens again.
Oh, that's good.
It's all good, but there's two things I couldn't stand.
Okay.
One was beets. I couldn't stand beets,
They're
man.
too earthy.
I'd fucking choke them up. And then shit on a shingle. It tastes like dog food, smells like dog food, and I gave it to the dog.
Now, that is what? It's corned beef and kind of like a milk gravy? Is that what's on it?
It's dried beef.
Dried beef.
Actually, they call it chip beef.
Okay,
Yeah.
chip beef. Yeah, there you go. There you go. My dad loves that. That's like a go-to for my dad. I swear to God.
Oh, God, that shit stunk. And it tastes bad.
It was appropriately
Dude,
named.
I actually tried some a while back just to get, see what the deal was because it'd been so long since I had any. And me and my son ate it, and we both looked at each other and we were like, yeah, if I was starving to death, I'd eat it, but that's the only way.
Well, Vic, thanks for chiming in this morning. Dude, we miss you. Call in more, man.
Yes, please.
I will, dude.
All right, man. See you later.
All right, brother. Have a good day.
I see you, man. All right, so I'm going to hit up the text line. We got some actually great text messages.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking we got like almost a dozen of them just this morning.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Do you want to just use a little bit of Vic?
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, we'll be right back on the stream, guys. We're going to edit that up real quick.
Okay.
Creamed chipped beef on toast is shit on a shingle. Okay. All right, guys, back on the stream. Thanks for hanging in with us while Cotter edited that up. I've got 2 from the text line that I'll bring up.
Okay.
And obviously, we still have a ton left from social media. But yeah, I've got 2 from the text line. One involving tongue and the other involving a casserole.
Okay.
So those are the 2 that I'll bring up. Do you want to start or end with Vic? I think you start with it. I think you start with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have something that you want to end with? I have something.
Do you have something good?
I have something kind of good, yeah, that I think we can end on.
Okay, which one? So just so I know.
It's on the text line, and it's in regards to a casserole.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, guys, once again on the chat today, thank you so much for hanging out, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We do appreciate you guys hanging out this morning. Our question of the day was, what weird thing did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Great stories today. I mean, and we got great reaction from everywhere. Texting, social media, and the chat. So thank you so much for chiming in this morning. We do appreciate it.
All right, we got about 2 minutes.
Greg, I also agree. Craig said, I've had tongue. It was good. Yeah, I mean, it's lengua tacos. So if you go to like any true Mexican place, you order lengua tacos. It's cow tongue tacos.
I've never had it.
Prepared, it's incredible. Tripe is something special.
Isn't that stuff? Doesn't it like stink bad? Is that the stuff? That
No,
stinks?
it doesn't. It doesn't stink bad.
Okay.
No, it's just tripe is whitish, hard, chewy-ish. It's not good. I've had it before.
Okay.
Greg says tripe for the uninitiated is cow stomach. So it is. There's something to. I mean, they try to use every piece of the cow, and
go for it.
They definitely do with trying to make that an edible dish.
All right, guys, just over a minute. We'll start it up with Vic.
I don't think Greg's just chimed in. Goes, of course, I've had haggis too. I don't know if I've had haggis before.
I've never had haggis. I would try it just out of curiosity. Is it any good, Greg? Or I don't know if I've heard anybody ever say haggis delicious.
Yeah, because I mean it's the dish consisting of sheep or calf's like stuff,
innards.
Yeah, with oatmeal and seasoning boiled in a bag of the animal's stomach.
Hey man, once again, not wasting anything. All right, guys, 15-ish seconds or so. We'll be right back. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid? Thank you to everybody for participating today. All kinds of great stories. And Marshall, good news. It's been like 2 weeks. Since we heard from the man, the myth, the legend that is Vic.
Yeah, that's right.
And thankfully, Vic's got a story to share about weird things he ate as a kid.
There's 2 things I couldn't stand.
Okay.
One was beets. I couldn't stand beets,
That's
man.
too earthy.
And then on a shingle. It tastes like dog food, smells like dog food, and I gave it to the dog.
Now, that is what? It's corned beef and kind of like a milk gravy? Is that what's on it?
It's dried beef.
Dried beef.
Actually, they call it chip beef.
Okay,
Yeah.
chip beef. Yeah, there you go. There you go. My dad loves that. That's like a go-to for my dad. I swear to God.
Oh, God, that it tastes bad.
It was appropriately named.
I actually tried some a while back just to get, see what the deal was because it'd been so long since I had any. And me and my son ate it, and we both looked at each other and we were like, Yeah, if I was starving to death, I'd eat it, but that's the only way.
I like beets. I don't know. I mean, okay, I liked pickled beets.
Right.
I'm not going to do like a raw beet.
Yeah, I don't think I've been watching The Office way too much recently. And, I just saw Andy and Dwight both try to eat a raw beet because they're like rock hard. But yeah, I don't think I've had beet too many times in my life where I've been like, oh yeah, that's delightful.
All right, we're taking your calls, comment, and text. What weird things did your parents make you eat when you were a kid?
So Natasha on the text line hit us up. She said, my mother had me eat cow tongue. The giant taste buds against yours just made me want to vomit. So I'm guessing she ate like, what, not prepared cow tongue, just like, I don't know, just like actual cow tongue?
I don't know.
Not chopped up or anything, just like maybe it was cooked, but it was just strictly the cow tongue.
I don't know. Do you shred cow tongue?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, like when you order like lengua tacos from like the serious Mexican food places. Like, those are cow tongue tacos.
Okay,
you know what? They're delicious in most cases. But like just eating it straight up, oh my god, it makes me nauseous just thinking about it.
Sounds horrible.
And you guys have killed our question of the day today, guys. Once again, what weird things have your parents made you eat when you were a kid? We got another text, Cotter. This is an all-timer.
Okay.
Like I don't even know how you even consider putting this combination together. But Meredith hit us up and she said, my casserole queen mother made the most awful concoctions, but surprised us with just a whole head of cauliflower covered in mayonnaise, ham, and cheese.
What is it with mayo, man?
She baked it too.
Oh.
She goes, I slept at the dinner table that night with my brother. I'm guessing because they couldn't leave until they ate their dinner.
Right.
She goes, hell no, we stood our ground when I learned how to cook. I saved our lives. But could you imagine cauliflower?
I like cauliflower.
But you slather it with mayo.
You lose me.
You throw ham and cheese because it sticks nicely to the mayo.
Right.
And then you're like, yeah, I'll just throw that in the oven for 350 for about 20 minutes, and there you go, dinner's made.
No, serious question, though. And I mean, I guess maybe a green bean casserole, but have you ever truly had a good casserole?
I like a nice quiche. Is a quiche a casserole?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a breakfast casserole for fancy people.
Because, I mean, casseroles, you hear like a tuna casserole. Mm-hmm. Disgusting. Most green bean casseroles are gross.
Yeah,
but
all of them.
What's a good casserole? I don't know.
Here's the thing. I want to say I've had a good casserole, but now that you say it, I can't think of one casserole that I was like, Janet's casserole, delightful. I honestly can't think of one.
I don't know. It's a fair question.
Is a lasagna? Is that a casserole?
I mean,
what makes a casserole?
I think this is a fair question. We're gonna have to look into this.
This is a Marshall Google something moment.
All right. So if you guys have ever had a good casserole, tell us, because now I'm curious. Hit us up with a text and comment 800-394-1061. But yeah, thanks to everybody who participated today. Got some great responses, some absolutely great stories. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Fireball.
Oh.
And they're going big with a Fireball keg. Got that story after Five Finger Death Punch, a little bit off. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, the stream to the rescue. I think they've actually made some good points. Tony said broccoli chicken casserole is good. Sean says tater tot casserole is good.
Okay.
Jeremy says the same thing. All right, we got a phone call here.
Tater tot casserole.
I've got a definition of a casserole too that I'll share.
Okay. Rock 106.1. Who's this?
Hey, I got a good casserole for you, and it takes the cake.
All right, what is it?
It's called taco bake. My mom would make it all the time for football, high school dinners, like pasta dinners and stuff. But she would make taco meat, season up everything, put it on the bottom of the tray, and then layer Velveeta mac and cheese on top.
Oh.
With a little bit of cheddar cheese and salsa, and it was just a casserole of it was like a taco mac and cheese casserole, and it was amazing.
So you would just eat like a piece of it. You wouldn't like dip chips in it. Like that just sounds like a 7-layer. Okay.
No, it sounds delicious.
Yeah,
okay.
you just take a scoop at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. Put a little Frank's Red Hot on top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can your mom make us that casserole and just have it drop by the radio station?
Probably. She still makes it. She makes it all the time. Actually, last time she made it, my brothers ate all of it, and didn't leave me any leftovers just so that they didn't know my mom made taco bake for me.
Quick! This is a quick moment for you, so you can have a bit of redemption against them. We're not on the air right now. Would you like just tell your brothers to F off? Do you want to drop their names real quick?
Yeah, Max out. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, suck it.
Hey, this is Mr. Sneeze, by the way.
Oh, well, hey there. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Awesome. No, that's that.
I haven't.
Go ahead.
I haven't opened up my Twitch account yet, but it's coming. I'm practicing.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I see you. All right, good casserole. You got me. I'll eat that.
All right, so let's break down. How much time we got? A minute?
We got about a minute. Yeah.
All right, so here's the definition. I Googled what consists of a casserole. They say in the United States, a casserole or hot dish is typically a baked food with three main components. Pieces of meat, like chicken or ground meat, fish, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
Another protein like beans or tofu, various chopped or canned vegetables, and a starchy binder.
So
like breadcrumbs or something.
Lasagna could kind of be a casserole?
I guess.
Ish. Falls into that category.
Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, Red says a sweet potato casserole. Oh, Jesus Christ. I made, I think, the all-time best sweet potato casserole this past Thanksgiving. I got high marks from people.
Okay.
But yeah, I literally blanked out on casseroles.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like I don't know if I've really had a good one. All right, guys, got about 15. Be right back. So you can never have enough Fireball whiskey. Oh, yeah. Technically you can. But for the sake of the story, we're just going to go with it.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, Fireball revealed that is scattering a limited quantity of what they're calling the Fire Keg to stores around the United States.
I want one of these.
I'll drink Fireball on occasion.
Yeah.
It's not like something I'm doing shots of every weekend. But this bad boy is 5.25 liters. And it features not one, not two, but three easy pour spouts.
So the Fire Keg, once again, this is the Fireball Whiskey mini keg, has 115 shots in it. Has 3 dispensers so people can fill up multiple ways at the same exact time. And they run generally about $75. Now, stores are probably going to mark these up because they're such limited quantities. If anyone knows the location of a current Fire Keg, I would like to buy one, possibly 2 of them.
We need to stop by Habersham, talk to Vince, talk to Bubba, talk to somebody, see if they can hold one for us. Because, I mean, you're thinking $75 seems pricey.
Yeah.
You get 115 shots out of it. I mean, you're paying what, $4, $5 a shot at a bar?
Now, well, I learned a hard lesson about Fireball recently.
Okay.
I actually had a bottle of Fireball at my house.
Okay.
That I took a shot over the weekend of.
Oh.
So it's been so long, right?
Yeah.
Fireball does not last.
Oh no.
It loses its flavor, it loses its spice, and it was just like a weird, lightly heated water. It was super gross. But then I thought about it. I think I owned that bottle for like 8 years.
There is a shelf life for Fireball, is what you're saying.
Who would have known?
So yeah, if anybody has seen a Fire Keg, it's 5.25 liters, man.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, please
I'm
call
in
us.
for this.
Text us.
I think we put it right here.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who comes in, shot of Fireball.
Absolutely. You have to take a shot of Fireball before going on the air.
Either that or Malort. It's up to you. We're fine with either one.
It's an easy choice.
All right. Colin Farrell, he's playing Penguin in the new movie The Batman, which has come out in March. He also may be hitting HBO Max in a TV series in the same character. Got that story next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
So I answered my own question just before the break, too, because I was talking about quiches.
Yeah.
I wrote, is a quiche a casserole? Just so you know, it is not. A quiche is a French tart, not a casserole. That's what they consider it, at least. So in case anyone was wondering, I was.
Quiche is like eggs, right?
Yeah.
Whipped eggs?
Yeah, it's like a breakfast.
Yeah. I love a quiche.
Yeah.
Quiches are delicious.
Yeah. Technically, I mean, like, kind of that thing Mac brought us from Parker's, that's kind of a quiche.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Someone chimed in immediately. Tater Tot Casserole.
See, I didn't even think of that.
I have not had enough Tater Tot Casserole in my life.
There was a place in Illinois, and I cannot think of the name. It was in Grand Prairie, the outdoor shopping mall.
Mm-hmm.
It was a restaurant, and it had tater tots was like their thing.
Yeah.
And they had all different kinds of tater tots, and I think they had a tater tot casserole, and they were some of the best tater tots I have ever had.
Was it called the Tot Spot?
It should have been.
If it wasn't, they should. Yeah, that's probably why they're closed.
It was not called the Tot Spot. I don't remember what it was called, but they were delicious.
So I've got a story for you, Cotter. Sorry, and veering away from food for a second. So yesterday, a Horde member, Rhett, I hit him up.
Okay.
Because Rhett has mentioned a couple times on the chat and privately, because he's like, Marshall, you're the PS5 guru.
Yeah.
So I hit him up yesterday. So I saw that if you were a member of GameStop's Pro Membership Club, and it's like $15, and it gets you like a discount. And I just most recently bought a membership because you got more money back when you traded in games. Sure. I was trading in some games, and the money logistically worked. If you had the Pro membership, you could buy a PS5 yesterday.
Oh.
So I sent that link to Rhett, who once again is a member of the Horde, our friend up in Beaufort, police officer, amazing guy. So I said, hey, man, it's available. If you want, I'll give you my login for my GameStop. You can go in, you can buy yourself that PS5 you've been looking for. Thing is, they only sell bundles, right?
Yeah.
So you got to buy a game and a controller and then get a gift card. It was like $800 for like the minimum purchase. So Rhett messaged me back. He goes, thank you so much. He goes, thank you so much for this. He goes, my wife would absolutely kill me. It may end my divorce, or excuse me, it may end my marriage. I would get a divorce if I bought this. Dot. With that being said, I'll take your login.
Yes.
So I give Rhett my login.
Okay.
I may have ended a marriage yesterday. I give Rhett my login, and I get an email because it's my account.
Right.
Rhett Parnell is now a member of the PlayStation 5 Club. So I just want to say congratulations. You're in the Cool Kids Club. His wife found out yesterday.
Right. I was going to say, what's the status of the marriage?
Rhett said he was a bit in the doghouse.
Okay.
But it sounds like he survived, and I feel like everything's going to be fine. So that's why Rhett on the chat just said a little while ago, he said, thanks again for the hookup yesterday.
That's awesome.
You're absolutely welcome. If there is a person that goes above and beyond for their listeners, for their friends, for the Horde, I think it is me. I think it is me, ladies and gentlemen. But Rhett, if you get a divorce on this, I'm so sorry. And I don't have a spot for you or your PlayStation, and I apologize. Still married. Silent treatment through this morning. Ooh!
That's the
bad.
worst, man.
That's
that is
bad.
the worst. Just yell at me and get it over with.
When do you think that's going to stop? Just tell her it's an investment for your future. Your future life of being a single person. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Wanda just sent us something. I think it was to the Cotter and Marshall Facebook page. That was funny. Well played, Wanda. Well played. That's good. All right, so we got about a minute or so left in commercials. Going to get the Foo Fighters making a fire. Then we're going to talk Colin Farrell and the Penguin, maybe get the TV series. And I know there's a lot of them lately, comic book characters getting their own TV series. But are there any that we think could benefit from this type of forum for their characters? So run down. I got a couple.
Yeah, I think I wrote down 3.
Okay.
I think I have 3. So hopefully we don't have any crossover there. Maybe we do.
After 8 o'clock, going to talk fantasy football, who you should start, who you should sit.
Oh, on a side note, we didn't really talk about it yesterday because it didn't get announced officially until after the show. We got our very first show at End Market Arena.
Oh, yeah,
yesterday.
we talked about that to the end of the show.
So Riley Green, he's a country artist. He's like, if you did like the A, B, and C level country artist, he's like a B.
Oh, that's good.
Riley Green.
He's good then.
Yeah. So he's coming into town on a Friday night in January, brand new End Market Arena. So I think they're going to officially open the new arena downtown, downtown adjacent. I think they're going to officially start doing shows beginning in January of next year.
So this could just be the first show.
So yeah, this
is
the first show, and I believe, I have some inside knowledge. I believe the second show gets announced today.
Awesome.
Yes, I think we'll see. We'll see.
We had such a good hour of calls and everything. I haven't started a coffee yet. I'll be right back, guys.
Got 4 minutes. Sorry, I'm just catching up with some of your comments, guys. Sean, horny for smoked meat, said, I wouldn't have made it onto the stream if that was me today in regards to Rhett buying that PlayStation 5 bundle. Yikes. I think you're trying to say he would have been murdered. Sean says, holy hell, it's cold outside in Minnesota. 49 degrees.
What?
He goes, fall's coming, boys and girls.
Jesus.
So I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights on Friday night, and I looked at the weather.
Yeah?
60% chance of rain. Whatever. No big deal. It's rain or shine, so it's happening.
You do it.
But it's like 90 degrees on Friday in Orlando, and I'm like, it's hard to get really super into the spooky season spirit when it's so damn hot outside.
I get that.
Yeah, Friday. Oh, it's down a couple degrees. A high of 88 on Friday with a 60% chance of rain.
Yeah, it's supposed to chance of rain. Some of it's lighter than others, but chance of rain for the next week.
Oh yeah. There's even some rain showers today. All right, guys, we got the Super Ticket Artist coming up at the top of the 8 o'clock hour today. Once again, your chance to win tickets to 5 different shows of ours that we have coming up here in the next few weeks. I'm getting really excited for that POD show.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite the show for the Low Country Coastal Empire. I think we're going to go do show announcements for that one, right?
I'd like to, yes.
Yeah, so we have that show coming up. Candlebox has seemed to be quite a popular show. I've had quite a few people reach out to me in regards to Candlebox tickets.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's been, it has been a long time since I've seen Candlebox, but they're good live.
So I got into a Facebook argument on a Candlebox post.
Okay.
So our good friend Craig tagged me in a Candlebox post saying, hey, we're going out on tour. And we went back and forth about how at the end of each set, my buddy said, Candlebox screams F John Marshall.
That'd be awesome.
And we went back and forth on a few comments, and Candlebox actually commented back on our conversation, just laughing with the
okay. Who do I need to reach out to before the show?
Well, here's the thing. I think I want to go to Candlebox just to see if they'll say F John Marshall at the end of the set.
Who do I need to reach out to make this happen? We'll make a call.
Yeah, make a call, man.
I got about a minute left.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. F John Marshall, peace out.
It would be funny.
All right, yeah, like Cutter said, a little less than a minute. Back half of the show today, we have trivia for your chance from our Coheed and Cambria tickets. I might throw in a special set of tickets just for the heck of it.
Oh,
I got some extra tickets.
Sexy.
And then obviously Lauren from Connect Savannah is going to be coming in, explain The Bachelor. Some more people went home last night, Cotter. I was reading a recap this morning.
Name of the game, man. Name of the game.
Grocery Store Joe trending last night. He was top 10 trend along with Bachelor in Paradise. So, he was up to some business.
All right, guys, got about 15 seconds. Be right back. Comic book-based TV shows, definitely a thing. Marvel getting ready to debut their 5th with Hawkeye come November. Well, now, DC, HBO Max are like, whoa, let's jump on this train as well. Now, we're about 6 months out from the release of The Batman, new Batman movie that hits theaters March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
But Warner Brothers has already greenlit 2 spin-off TV shows from this movie. Now, the first is Gotham Pd. It's a prequel to The Batman. Will take place about a year prior to the film. Jeffrey Wright, a guy from Westworld, is playing Commissioner Gordon in the movie, is expected to star in this. and it's reportedly being told from the perspective of a crooked Gotham cop.
Interesting.
Wasn't that the one that was on Fox? Isn't that almost the same premise?
It was it? Yeah.
I mean, the Batman was a kid, and wasn't the cop shady?
I think I watched the first 3 episodes, and it was so bad I stopped watching, but then it went on for 5 more years. So what do I know about good television?
The second series that got announced is based on Colin Farrell's Penguin, who, of course, appears in the film The Batman. Now, according to Variety, the project is described as a Scarface-like origin story that will track Oswald Cobblepot's rise from Gotham City's organized crime ranks. Now, Farrell's been approached to star in it. They haven't worked out a deal yet, but I don't know. I think this would be a great TV series.
Yeah, I feel like that one's a pretty obvious one, and I think, it would be very, very good. Now, HBO Max is a new service, kind of like Disney Plus. They're trying to find original content. DC put out the Suicide Squad just a few months ago. They are actually doing a spin-off TV series about Peacemaker, one of the weird side heroes that John Cena plays. That'll be coming out here in the next few weeks and months. So, I mean, that got you and I thinking. What comic book characters really deserve? We're getting real nerdy here, guys. What comic book characters deserve their own kind of sideshow on whatever platform they're associated with? I've got one.
Okay.
How about this? And although the X-Men have not been kind of put out there yet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I grew up watching the X-Men cartoon show.
Yeah.
And I loved Gambit. So like a Gambit and Rogue on the run in Louisiana, people trying to get at them type of X-Men show. That's a show I would love to see.
So X-Men was the first thing that came to mind when I started thinking about this. I'm all in on this. I mean, I eventually want to see, some sort of X-Men movie, introduced into the MCU. But there is so many X-Men characters. I mean, maybe a TV show, at least in the beginning, might be a nice way to introduce those characters. You got a little bit more time.
Yeah.
You can get into a little bit more backstory. But I want it to kind of be like what they did with The Watchmen. I want it to be on the darker side. I don't want the stereotypical, comic book kind of TV show. I want it to be a little grittier. And I mean, give me a gritty Wolverine. I'm in for that all day long.
Yeah, I think Wolverine, Gambit, I think those characters lend to possibly more of a grittier style, which not quite the MCU, but could be pretty interesting. Yeah. What about just, I came up with some scenarios with these shows as well. I just didn't just say a character. I hope you don't mind.
No, go for it.
How about, speaking of Wolverine, what if Wolverine, but he's just a gas station attendant, and because his claws just pop out sometimes at random times, he just keeps breaking everything. And it's just him just not really fighting or anything. Right. It's just him having like the worst day at work ever.
He's usually grumpy anyway. Yeah, so I think it'd be perfect.
Just that.
Working man Wolverine.
It's like a 3-episode little series about Wolverine just having a tough time. He lost his memory, and he's just a gas station attendant. And he's like, wow, I got these claws now. And he keeps like breaking everything at work, getting written up, getting yelled at. He's going home dejected. He's drinking way too much. Yeah, I think that's a Wolverine series I'd like to see.
I like this. And I mean, I loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. But let's be honest, he was too sexy for Wolverine. I mean, he was great as the character. Wolverine.
You want to see Wolverine as a frumpier gentleman?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Are you trying to say you want to be Wolverine?
Maybe. Maybe I do. What are you going to say about it? The other one I came up with, because we're getting so much Spider-Man with this new movie, even though Andrew Garfield is trying to go around everywhere claiming he's not going to be in this movie, I think a Miles Morales TV show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, keep it away from, the whole, thing they got going on with the movies. But I think Miles Morales' Spider-Man would be a great show.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be a fun one. That's been teased before, but I would love to see that as a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, I agree. All right, coming up after 8 o'clock, we are going to talk fantasy football. We got some stardoms and sit-ems. We'll also get to the Rock 106.1 Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Greg says Wolverine could work at a radio station. Maybe he'd do a call-in show, but he keeps accidentally cutting cords. Sean says he becomes a head chef using his claws.
There you go.
Wolverine.
Once again, the line of work would just lead into him being pissed off all the time.
Yeah. It's Sean says, wasn't there supposed to be a Gambit movie? Yes, there was supposed to be with what's his face,
the guy from the sexy dancing show.
That's right, Magic Mike.
Channing Tatum.
Jeremy says, I deserve Coheed tickets for my amazing pear mayo debate. How about this? You know what, Jeremy? Done. I'll give you a pair of Coheed and Cambria tickets.
There you go.
Jeremy, message the Cotter and Marsh Show Facebook page and with your email address, and I'll send them over to you today. How about that? Hey, that's one of the perks of becoming a Horde member and hanging out with us on the chat. Sometimes I randomly give you stuff. Lindsay says, I would love someone. A Lady Death. My wife loves Lady Death. Or Hellboy TV show would be great.
Who's Lady Death?
Lady Death is a character from I forget, Cow something comics.
Okay.
Lady Death is just like a sexy dead lady who murders things.
All right.
Heather says, check out a YouTube channel called Bad Days. There's a Deadpool and Wolverine one. Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah, Jeremy, for real. Message Cotter Marsh Show Facebook page at the email address. I'll send them over to you.
I'm gonna get my coffee. Be right back.
Yeah, go do your thing, man. Wanda, I'm not missing your comment from earlier. Hold on, I want to bring this up. Wanda says Richmond Hill High School's head basketball coach, Scott Strickland, has resigned. The district superintendent confirmed Monday evening with WTOC he no longer works for Bryan County. I'm seeing posts he was sexting with a student. Oh, no. Scott Strickland, no. Bad. No. That's not good for that guy. That's not good at all. I don't know that guy, but I'm already ready to disavow him. Phil says, Marshall, did you see the trailer for the Wolverine PS5 game? I did. It was just a cinematic, but it's done by the guys from Insomniac, so I love it. Charles goes, true. Marshall's like Santa with the gifts. Yeah, so Cotter, Wanda just dropped a truth bomb on us.
Okay.
Breaking news on us. Make the breaking news sound again. Richmond Hill High School's head baseball coach, Scott Strickland has resigned. The district superintendent confirmed Monday evening with WTOC he's no longer with the county. Apparently he was sexting with a student.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever a good look, guys.
Yeah.
No.
We disavow. Hey, just so you know, guys, I mean, I know guilty until proven innocent,
sure.
Or proven innocent until proven whatever. We disavow that guy. Yeah, he's, you know what? Banned from the show.
Now, question.
No, he's banned from the show.
No, that's fine.
Scott Strickland is banned from this show.
No,
straight up.
That's fine.
Forever.
Question. Does everybody
listen though.
Does everybody in their high school was there that one teacher that always had the story and or rumors that something was going on with the student?
I think so.
We did.
Yeah, we did too.
It was the wrestling coach.
I think he was our wrestling coach too.
The wrestling coach, and there were several ladies at the high school that were rumored to enjoy his company.
Mr. Gould was a trained MMA fighter. Mr. Gould in my school, also the driver's ed teacher, who was absolutely terrifying because of how intense he was. He taught English, I think. Bald dude,
okay,
like fit, and would wear like 70s clothing even in the early 2000s.
Yeah, he would.
He married a student pretty much right after graduation. He waited till it was after graduation, but he was like 45 and she was 19.
No,
and they had a kid immediately.
No,
I think she was honestly pregnant before graduation.
Yeah. No. There's so many reasons for this to be a no.
Yeah. Oh, Sean goes, yep, I went to high school with him. Oh, I think he had something to do with the Savannah Bananas also. Ugh. All right, how about this? I will also disavow the Savannah Bananas only for the next week. Wanda says, I always heard that our music teacher was having sex with a high school student.
Philip, a female teacher at my high school got fired because she had sex with one or both of our star basketball players.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I bet everybody's got that story in school of there was the one teacher.
There's always one.
Whether it was true or not, but there was that one teacher that was rumored to be, getting it on with a student.
So we had multiple driver's ed teachers. One of them, I didn't have the scary MMA guy as my driver's ed teacher, thank God. I had the other guy. His hair, and he was young. He was very tan for being in Illinois, and his hair was white, like you saw a ghost white.
Right.
And he lived in Pekin, Illinois, which was like a short drive where I went to school in Mackinac. So we would drive to Pekin every time we go out on a lesson, right? And there'd be two of us in the car. And he'd always be in the passenger seat, and he had a break in the passenger seat because that's how driver ed cars are set up. So we would always drive to a house in Pekin. And we'd always drive. We'd stop about a half a block away. He would get out and come back. What I found out was, and he covered it up with mouthwash, he was an alcoholic. And he would go in and he would chug apparently like half a bottle of vodka. And then he would drink and then wash his mouth out with mouthwash. We were stopping at his house.
Wow.
So he was later fired before I officially graduated high school, but this came out. And I'm like, dude, I would drive a dude during driver's ed to go get drunk. So am I the ultimate drunk driver?
DD?
DD?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, it's like teachers are, the job is stressful enough.
Hell yeah.
But can you imagine being the person who has to teach a bunch of 15, 16-year-old dipshits how to drive?
And he did it for years. Like, apparently he did it for decades before me.
I get it.
So this dude, he had decades of, like, probably putting up with this.
Charles has a story at Calvary, our senior year, our boys basketball coach moved in the middle of the night. He was obsessed with one of my classmates, and her dad allegedly pulled a shotgun on him. Told him he had 24 hours to leave town. Oh, it's awesome.
Does that work?
Wow.
Can you do that?
He snuck out in the middle of the night.
Could you imagine the utter alphaness you have in your blood when you could tell someone, get out of town, and they do?
Was there ever a teacher in high school that you had a crush on, or somebody you're like,
Miss Kelly, first grade?
Oh, what, first grade?
Miss Kelly, God damn, those legs.
What about when you were older?
God damn,
it could actually
bunch of frumpy old women, man. But Miss Kelly, first grade, good Lord, girl, you're still around. I'd love to see you.
In high school, Miss Heinhorst.
Worse, that's a terrible.
It's name is what it is. Yeah. She was
Heinhorst.
She was really attractive, and it's funny. So
sounds like she's got a big fat ass.
No, it's good. It's a good point, but no. It's funny. I ran into her last time I went to Illinois 5-6 years ago, and I called her Miss Heinhorst. She's like, "Okay, it's Terry. We're past that. It's Terry. We're on first name basis now. So you're saying there's a chance?
Are we friends? Can we be friends?"
But no, she was super cool too. She's very nice.
Wanda said, "I can confirm that there were 2 softball coaches from a school here that were recently let go because they were having an affair." So like the 2 we won't mention the private school's name.
So they were having an affair with each other.
Oh, good for them.
Look at all of this crazy sexiness going on behind the scenes at school.
Yeah, if teachers are finding love, their job sucks anyway. Let them have love, even if they're married. Whatever. Good for them.
All right, guys, got about 3 minutes. Going to get into some stardoms and situms for fantasy football.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Doesn't
what do you
matter.
want to do?
If you want to do some situms first, we can. I think my quarterback situm's a no-brainer, but I'm going with it anyway.
You didn't choose the injured guy, did you?
No.
Good. Talking about injury to or insult to injury there. Apparently, I'm dyslexic today. Lindsay says, we're like 90% sure that my high school physics teacher was putting scotch in his coffee.
Yeah.
Seriously. I've got friends who are teachers. Cotter, your wife is a teacher.
Yeah.
I think there is a moment probably damn near every day where they're talking to some of your little shit kids and they just go, I would love a drink right now.
And I mean, now with social media, it's even weirder. I'm not saying there aren't teachers who are doing this. One of my daughter's teachers, when they were in grade school, got fired for marijuana. Was
the Wana?
The Wana. And I mean, it broke my kid. Because I mean, kid was 10, 12 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Couldn't wrap her head around why the teacher would do that and risk the job. Because she really liked her as a teacher. And got busted for marijuana. I mean, we told her, it's like, look, it's not that big a deal. It was, unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
But I mean,
was it weird when you made your kid smoke an entire pack of marijuana cigarettes right afterwards, being like, you be like her if you like her so much?
Puff, puff, pass, baby. But no, I mean,
Dad, please take the joint. I'm so high. You finish it. You like her so much, you want to be like her?
But there's so many restrictions now for, like, yesterday my wife was going to hop on. They had a parent-teacher PTA meeting, and she was using my iPad, and I have my Facebook profile picture, which is me chugging the beer up on stage at the 20th anniversary show. And so she logs into the meeting, and then she looks at my profile picture. She's like, "What are you doing in this picture?" I'm like, "I'm chugging a beer," and she's like, I got to change. I can't use this because that could get her in. It's this whole social media has added this whole nother ripple to it. I mean, technically, if she posts a picture of her with alcohol, and there could be somebody who's got a parent, who's got a kid at the school, she can get in trouble. So, I mean, it's really weird.
With any alcohol at all?
You run a risk of it, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So she's just like, so if you hang out with my wife and pictures are being taken, she'll either step out of the picture or she'll make sure she's not holding any booze. So, just doesn't want to risk it.
All right, guys, we're 30 seconds away, jumping back on the air with our fantasy football segment, Fantasy Football Factory. Going to let you guys know who to start, who to sit. We're in a bunch of leagues, but we'll just focus. On the Cotter and Marshall League, I somehow won. I do not know how. Actually, let's make sure to go over because we didn't do it yesterday.
We did do that yesterday. Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's go over who won and lost once we get back on the stream.
All right, guys, be right back. Want to score a pair of tickets to 5 different shows coming to the area? We're talking POD, Candlebox, Fozzy, Dirty Honey, Aaron Jones. We got the Rock 106.1 Super Tickets.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and drop the boom. That's a hint at who the artist of the day is. Yes, we're talking about the one and only P.O.D. Ooh, thank God I got it right. I didn't check my notes. I read it earlier. But anyway, P.O.D. is our artist of the day. Anytime you hear P.O.D., anytime you hear Boom or Alive or any of the other dozen or so hit songs they have, text the keyword super into 1-800-394-1061 for your chance to win the Super Ticket. We're going to officially give that away, announce our winner this coming Friday with Billy and the Badass Rock Show in the afternoons.
Get more details on the website, rock1061.com. So diving into some fantasy football, I'm going to start with the sit-ems today. Low-hanging fruit here for the quarterback.
Okay.
I'll admit it. Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No. He is the golden boy. Don't you dare do that.
Threw 3 interceptions against the Texans on week 1, and he's going to have a tougher challenge against the Broncos in week 2, and pretty much every level of their defense. They got some sort of Pro Bowler, at least caliber player on the defense, and the game is one of the lowest over-under totals at 44, and they're playing in Jacksonville. The Jags are a 6-point underdog.
So Jacksonville yesterday denied access to the Denver media with Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, usually a head coach, will take questions from the opposing team's media. Jacksonville was like, no, Urban Meyer, who doesn't know how to lose. Apparently, there's rumors already that he's out of his mind because they keep losing preseason games. He's even mad at preseason games. He's so mad over this pass lost that he is not talking to anyone. He is a big-time big baby in Jacksonville right now.
Does he make it past one season with the team, or is he just, I can't do this?
He will fake a medical condition at some point if they can't win. He's done it before.
All right, running back sit-ems, Ronald Jones of the Bucs. On week 1, offense was pass-heavy. Brady going 32 for 50 in pass attempts. Fournette saw nearly all of the work for the Bucs passing game, converting 5 receptions. Antonio Brown 7 targets, so he had the 3rd highest target total. So this is kind of bad news for Jones. He appears to be kind of like the second option for Tampa Bay at this point when it comes to the backfield.
Can I poke a hole in your sit-em real quick?
Go for it.
Bruce Arians just yesterday said that Ronald Jones will be starting this week.
It doesn't mean he's going to do it.
I don't know. I just wanted to throw it out there.
There's no guaranteed passing volume, and he just kind of becomes a high-risk running back at this point in time.
Okay, all right.
And then finally, the sit-ems for the wide receivers, Marquez Callaway of the New Orleans Saints. Now, dude had a great preseason. Got a bunch of people excited. A bunch of people drafted him late in the rounds thinking this is a great pick. Unfortunately, he was only targeted twice in week 1, only 1 reception for 14 yards, despite a 5-touchdown performance by Jameis Winston of the Saints. Now, chances are he's going to get more receptions in this game, but not enough for the start. He's good. hold on to him. He may, blossom into something a little bit later on in the season. Maybe it's something you use as a trade. But for week 2, be sure to sit Marquez Callaway.
Yeah, definitely stash him on your bench. All right, so I got some starters that you definitely need to start that we'll talk about coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, Daughtry, heavy is the crown. It's Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1. Good morning.
All right, let's go ahead and we didn't do this yesterday.
Yeah,
let's go ahead and say congratulations to our winners this week in the Cotter and Marshall Show League. Now, if you guys remember, you had an opportunity to join us in the Cotter and Marshall Show League. We have accepted 12 listeners and ourselves to battle in a 14-man league. So currently, I want to say congratulations to our winners, including myself, Marshall's Music Dudes, Baker of Chains, the Hardy Villians, also winners on the other league side of it. You, CM Punt is your name.
Yep.
Twins Liquid is also winner. The Falcoholics and the Slobber Knockers. All winners this league, this week in the Cotter and Marshall Show League.
Can I point out I had the most points scored in week 1?
Sick brag, bro.
I know.
You had 130 points.
Yeah, I know. Liquid had 129.
I had 111. Yeah, it was definitely a good week this past week. Pretty happy with it. I am projected to lose this week, so can't wait to probably pick up that loss. But I love fantasy football. It's ridiculously addictive.
I'm predicted to win right now. I'm taking on Liquid though, who had 120 or 100, 129 to my 130. So
Clash of the Titans week 2 for you.
I know, right? So be a good challenge this week. Look forward to it.
Jeremy, 100%. Thank you for sending that email, dude. I'll hook you up, man. I'll transfer them. I'll transfer them as soon as I get home today. It'll be right around lunchtime. Wanda says, when are we doing top 5s? We've been so busy today with the show. We totally forgot about that. Let's get to them right now. Everyone on the chat, please drop in your top 5 for the week. What this is, just in case you're new to it, is what are you working on? What do you have to get done leading into the weekend, even next week? What are things that you need to get done? Cotter, do you have yours?
I do. Give me 1 second. I have to take care of something
Sure.
for work. Billy is out today, so I have to transfer something over to somebody so they can take care of it for us. Let me do that now.
What the heck, Billy?
All right,
dare ya?
let me find mine. I do have it. I emailed it in the other day. When did we send that? 13th?
Yeah, it was September 13th. Aaron shot it off. The subject line was no department head this week.
All right, so my top 5. No, that's not.
That's actually not mine.
I was like, wait a second, that is not mine.
Once again, guys, feel free to drop in your top 5s of the week. We will share them with everyone here in just a moment. Wanda, thank you for dropping your top 5 already. We're a little less than a minute out from the break. I can go ahead and share mine, Cotter.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're still looking for yours.
Yeah.
I am working on a secret project. That's my number one thing. I'm currently working on a secret project. It's not for Rock 106.1. It's for one of our other radio stations. So, we'll share that with you once that becomes public. But I'm working on a secret project. That's number 1. The Public Women's 5K is happening in October, so we're doing a bunch of stuff with the Public Women's 5K. I'm setting up a new promotional calendar, so I'm also doing that. That's for work. I know what you're saying, Marshall. Oh, so much work stuff. Gross. I put in – actually, I did this one just yesterday, but I worked out all of the details, scripts, and I voiced commercials for POD and Candlebox yesterday. So
Nice.
Those start tomorrow. You'll start hearing them on the radio.
All right, guys, be right back. Talking some fantasy football just a few moments ago. Gave you who you should sit this week. So Marshall's coming in with those starters for your league.
Yeah, you got to absolutely start these guys. If you get your hands on them, if they're just sitting out there, it's a good look. So let's go ahead and start off with Kareem Hunt. Oh, boy, did he crush last week. He was like, that rapper guy who says, I'm a player, but I crush a lot. I'm not a player. That guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Kareem Hunt of the Browns. They are a run-heavy offense. Him and Nick Chubb taking care of business last week. He had 21 touchdowns. The Texans allowed the most rushing touchdowns, 21 to running backs in 2020. So obviously, it's going to be a huge run-heavy game this coming week. So the Browns taking on the Texans. Start Kareem Hunt if you have him. Jameis Winston. What do you say about this guy? I mean, this interception machine in Tampa. He goes to the Saints, the first game of the year, going against Green Bay, probably one of the toughest games you would think of the week. But the Saints win 38-3. Jameis Winston throws 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. You can't break him completely. You know, you can't make a horse learn a new trick, but he'll still throw an interception. But when he's throwing 5 touchdowns, it's going to be pretty great season for the Saints this year. So definitely start Jameis Winston if you have him. And then Mike Williams, the wide receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers. I came so close saying San Diego. Still addicted to that. They're taking on the Cowboys. Cowboys defense, they proved last week versus Tampa. They don't have one. So it's definitely a good idea to give Mike Williams the start. He got 12 targets. 12 targets this past week. That's a whole lot of looks from Justin Herbert, the Los Angeles Chargers quarterback. So definitely start Mike Williams, Jameis Winston, and Kareem Hunt if you have availability to them in your fantasy leagues.
All right, so best of luck to everybody in their fantasy football leagues, except for Liquid, who I'll be playing in the Cotter and Marshall Fantasy Football League this weekend.
Yeah.
I look to destroy you. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show.
Damn, man.
Rock
It got real dark right there. You want to talk about his family?
Sorry.
Want to talk about his family right there? Jesus. Let me finish up my top 5. I had one more. I'm following up on working with Wagaween. Wagaween's coming up at the end of October, so we'll be getting to that. Kyle, do you want to drop yours?
Yep. Trying to get everything finalized with Clemson. Just got a few things. We're airing them on our sister station, 96.1 The Island. They kind of switched some stuff over, so just getting that done. Mapping out a Nirvana and Pearl Jam specialty weekends.
What is it? Can you give us some details, or are you keeping that one close to the chest?
For Nirvana and Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're going to be celebrating the 30th anniversary of 10 and of Nevermind. So we'll have 2 different weekends.
Oh.
When
did those come out? Like late in the year?
No, that was earlier in the year, but we were doing the 20th anniversary stuff, so I was just holding off. So we're not hitting the dates exactly, but we're still going to celebrate those. Getting our best of ready for Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Got some new 2 guys named Chris and Cotter Marshall Show promos I'm working on. And then, of course, sitting down with the lovely Lisette to record Latin Lunch.
Is she officially, can we talk about her official status? Is Lisette
She is officially the host of the Latin Lunch.
Oh, okay. All right. We were not going to bring that up. Fine. All right. Let's go to some listener top 5. Man, we got a bunch right here.
They're ready.
Let's break into Wanda's. Wanda, top 5. Pick up Harry Potter books for Bree. All right. Cool. Laundry, of course. I got to do laundry before I go to Orlando.
I'm
there for one day.
Yeah.
But I have to do laundry. Number 3, take down Halloween stuff from the attic. Yep, I already decorated Halloween this past weekend. Nap, goddamn. I'm jealous of that nap. And number 1, figure out how to do Bree's hair for the dance this weekend. Don't ask us. Obviously, look at our hair. We're not hair guys.
No.
Let's see. Elaine, top 5. Number 1, block time for 3 overdue trainings. Ugh. Number 2, update supply chain groups. Number 3, avoid system regression testing. God, your work sounds so difficult. Number 4, work on disposals and inventory. Number 5, drink more coffee, even before conference calls. Good golly. Guys, thank you for dropping in your top 5s. Lindsay, Jeremy, Sean, we'll get to yours here in a second.
Yeah, I still have a lot of stuff I want to cram in before I leave. So I leave tomorrow night at like at 5:30. Still want to mow the front yard. Got to take the cats in to get their claws clipped.
Oh, okay.
We tried to do it. We tried twice, and it's like, nah, this is not our thing. I'll pay the $10 to take them down to Wolfgang, which is a minute from my house. So I got to get that taken care of. Got to do laundry. And then, some of the just work stuff to make sure we're set for when we're out.
Yeah, so much. Dude, I did so much work stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Today, hopefully going to fit in a nice, glorious nap.
Yeah. I got to see if I got to look into it, because right now, like I was saying, I fly in, but you don't fly into Fayetteville. You're like 30 miles north of Fayetteville. So I'm hoping there's maybe some sort of shuttle, because it is family weekend. So I got to look in to see if Arkansas is providing something, because I just really don't want to pay for an Uber.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty pricey.
Yeah.
It'd probably be almost cheaper to just rent a car. All right, let's get into little Lindsay Luhu's top 5 here. Number 1, import my damn reveal photos so I can get those off my back. Revel photos? I don't know what those are. Good luck. Number 2, pick a new book to read. What a nerd you are with your books. Number 3, take my mom to get her ears re-pierced. Nice. Number 4, maybe laundry. 5, figure out what else I need to get for our vacation in 1 month. Jeremy, our friend from Splitfin, says things I have to get done. Number 1, design my 100 brew. Your 100th brew. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested there. Let us keep us informed.
How about this? A half a pear, mayo, cheese, and a cherry on top.
I like it.
How about that? I dare you to make that beer, Jeremy. I absolutely dare you to make a beer inspired by that. Doesn't have to be your 100th. But maybe in the future, honestly. Not a bad idea.
Or
the worst idea. I'm just saying. But maybe there's something that you can make work that it's a great idea. I'm not for sure. Jeremy continues saying, number 2, schedule next series of sponsors for Axe Tournament. Number 3, schedule the first sponsored tournament. Number 4, keg up our first seltzer, watermelon. Ooh, excuse me, burping. Number 4, keg up our first seltzer, watermelon basil. That sounds delicious. Not a seltzer guy, but that sounds good. Number 5, paint the second side expansion of the brewery. When does that officially open, Jeremy? Do you have an idea of when you're going to be opening up the expansion to Splitfin there in Midway? Just curious. Let's see. Oh, shit. Let's get the Reds top 5. I feel like there's going to be some goodness in here. Number 1, mow the lawn. Number 2, buy a new American flag. The old one is torn. Number 3, run some errands in town. Number 4, work this weekend. Number 5, eventually find time to relax. Soon you'll be relaxing with your PlayStation 5. Your wife won't be in the room.
All right. So thinking, we were going to have somebody in studio for that last bit. It was going to go way longer. That I, just kind of threw in a throwaway for this next break, but we have time.
What did you want to do here?
That's a stellar question. Let me see if there's anything.
Oh, good. The Greenery Incorporated people are right outside our studio windows. Mowing. Perfect. Jeremy goes, LOL, oh my God, with that beer idea.
Yeah, sounds like a thing.
Hey, Jeremy, I dare you. I dare you, bro.
We can mention this Taco Bell thing. There's the David Chase getting upset as well with HBO Max. Oh, shit. Rain's coming down.
Oh, it's raining? It's raining?
I look out the window, see nothing but blue skies in front of me, but obviously clouds everywhere overhead.
Classic Savannah.
But yeah, we could either do one of those. Fireball whiskey we talked about. McDonald's.
We can talk about Alex Murdaugh.
I would like to look into that before we dove into it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there's so much there.
Nine Line Apparel has entered into a partnership agreement with the U.S. Army.
Oh, wow.
That's good for business.
Yeah, it is.
What did you want to run with on this break then? Sorry, we got like 2 minutes, so.
Yeah. Let's go to Taco Bell. It's easy.
I'm guessing you sent that story.
Yeah. It should have it.
Is that in the first go that you sent me?
Of emails. Let's see. Yes.
Oh, there it is. Got it. All right, guys, we're about a little less than 2 minutes before we jump back on the air here at Rock 106.1. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning and dropping in your top fives. I want to make sure I get to everyone's. Let's see. Let's go over Sean's real quick. One, I'm going to wash all the cars, fertilize, feed, seed the lawn. Aren't you supposed to do that in the springtime? Number 3, get stuff together for my Halloween party costume. Oh, Sean, what are you going to dress up as? 4, go to the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. Nerd. Number 4, watch the NASCAR race and the Gators game on Saturday. Number 5, smoke a pork shoulder and drink beer on Sunday. That's a day. It sounds like everyone, yeah, Elaine goes, anyone want to trade? It sounds like everyone else's top 5 are awesome. Oh, Lindsay's a appraiser. Oh, nice. She goes, I have to do a reevaluation. Valuation. Also, Lindsay says, pear salad is freaking delicious. Fight me.
With mayo and cheese and
yeah,
cherries?
Lindsay, did you do the straight up dessert? It's kind of gross.
I mean, I don't get it.
Jeremy says, I might have to attempt it. Pear cherry for sure. The mayo, ... Maybe, ooh, dude, do like a rim of mayo with tagine or something.
Mayo rim.
Hey, man, if you don't want to put it in the beer, it has to be somewhere.
It
has to.
Rim?
Yeah, mayo rim.
That is the most disgusting.
What if it's a vegan mayo rim?
So everybody who takes a drink of this with the mayo rim just looks like they took a shot to the face.
Yeah.
A big old load in the face.
That would be hilarious.
Dripping off the lips.
And you could call it a vegan beer if you just do with the pear and cherry. Pear and cherry, and then you do a mayo rim with a cheddar seasoning.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Monthly subscriptions, definitely a thing. We do HelloFresh, send food right to my door. It's awesome. You can get monthly subscriptions for pretty much anything. Beer, food, clothing anymore.
Right.
Well, Taco Bell was like, whoa. Can we get in on this action? And right now, they're testing out a monthly subscription service. It's only going down in Arizona, but the price, $5 to $10 a month. Not bad.
Yeah, this is weird. So this is actually a pilot program that's currently in Tucson called the Taco Lovers Pass, which allows customers to shell out a flat fee and use the app to redeem the code that allows you to score one of 7 different tacos on the menu every single day.
I don't know. So
wait. So you get you'll get one taco a day, 30 days for $5. You get 30 tacos for $5.
Yeah, I mean it's a great deal. I think I want more variety.
Okay.
And I mean, I get this is the test run, and I get they don't want to offer up any and everything on the menu, but what kind of tacos are we talking about here? I mean, is it worth it to where I'm swinging by Taco Bell for a taco?
Yeah.
I mean, if I got a whole meal, maybe different story.
Yeah, and is it just one soft shell taco with some sour cream on it? I don't know if that's worth it. Or
That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, I love this in concept. Here's my $5 every month. I can roll through Taco Bell and whenever I want, grab something to eat. Mm-hmm. But I need more than just taco.
When have you ever gone to Taco Bell and ate one item?
Never.
Yeah.
You get a handful.
You get 7 things, and you're like, oh, you want some cinnamon twists? I'm like, not really, but I will take them. Thank you.
So they're going to test this out. Sounds like for the rest of this year, and then they may roll it out in more locations. I think if they roll it out, I think this becomes a hit.
Would you subscribe to a Taco Bell monthly program, a Taco Lovers Pass? Also, Taco Lovers Pass is what it's called. Honestly, we're not making that up. You think they'll change the name?
No, I don't. Would I subscribe? No, I don't go to Taco Bell enough. But I like the concept of it. And if it would transfer over or some other restaurant that I do frequent would pick up on it, I may do it.
So you're just talking a better Mexican food place.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Like if it's Flaco's Tacos, I get a California burrito.
100%.
Every single day.
Every day.
I'd be 7,000 pounds, but I would be very happy.
All right, coming up next, are you smarter than a community college dropout? It is brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Got your chance to score tickets for Coheed and Cambria. It's Green Day, Rock 106.1.
Going back to these beers, Elaine says, I want more blueberry beer. A couple friends of mine went to Doublation and they were out of blueberry. Friend says other beers were good, not beets.
Yeah, I didn't try the blueberry beer when we were there, but several people had it, said it was really good.
Lindsay says that Jeremy can swap the mayo for sour cream. Wait, is sour cream a substitute?
Is that that would be better than mayo, in my opinion. Still gross.
Charles says, top 5. I wrote up my list while cooking breakfast. It is more like a top 22. Sick brag, bro. Lane says, hard pass on the pear salad. Lindsay loves it. Lane goes, this is something about Mary beer with the mayo rim.
Right.
Don't use mayo and rim in the same sentence. This ain't a prison talk show.
Or is it?
Rhett goes, Miracle Whip. Oh, my dad loved Miracle Whip, dude. Speaking of liverwurst and all that,
yeah,
they would, by far, my dad would put like Miracle Whip also on that liverwurst.
So you an anti-Miracle Whip guy?
I used to love it growing up.
Yeah.
I think I fell out of love with it.
I mean, I can go either one. I don't have a preference necessarily either way. I'm fine with either one.
Oh, so our buddy, so we have this guy. I actually mentioned to him yesterday. His name is Cassidy, and he is an area supervisor for the Southeast Georgia Navy recruiting office.
Love this.
So he just messaged me and said, I told a couple of my sailors about the possibility of being on Beer for Breakfast. They are super pumped and really hope they can make this happen. And then he goes, the taco thing sounds amazing, by the way. Yeah, so I think for Veterans Day weekend, we are going to have some of the guys from the Navy in studio, and we're going to chug some beers. Actually, with those guys, you don't chug, you yug. You're going to yug some beers. But no, to fully answer your question, I'm off the Miracle Whip train. I haven't had Miracle Whip in years. I think I just found out that essentially they just took a bag of sugar and put it in mayo, and that's Miracle Whip. And I think that's what kind of turned me off to it. Is there a certain mayo that you use, like, on a regular basis?
Hellman's.
I think, I don't even know what brand I use.
Yeah, I mean, we either go Miracle Whip or Hellman's. It just depends. I think I've got both in my refrigerator right now.
I do. We always get mayo with olive oil or whatever the green one is. Like, I'm so dumb, I don't even know what it is. It's just the green mayo. I get that one.
Okay.
Max says she's never liked Miracle Whip. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I never was. I liked Miracle Whip when I was growing up. I did like it for a minute, but I'm not really on it. Everyone is screaming Dukes. What am I missing?
Once again, another Southern thing, right? Correct me on this if I'm wrong, but I think it's a Southern thing because, yes, I've heard about Dukes ever since I moved here.
I feel like we should just talk about food nonstop.
Right? We found our niche, Marshall.
Just fat guys talking about food. No, honestly, I don't think I've ever had Dukes. I mean, what's so great about Dukes, guys? Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Oh, good Lord. Sean has an utter hatred. Our friend who's very horny for smoked meat says, I can't get Dukes here. I can't get it here, so mayo can F off.
Dude, if you want some Dukes, you've hooked us up with plenty. I'll send you some Dukes.
I currently am curating a package for Sean. I have like 3 things set to the side.
I'll buy him some Dukes.
Yeah. Throw some Dukes in there.
Gotcha.
I want to send thoughts and prayers to our friend Lindsay. She just messaged, oh, sweet, a pair of shoes I ordered is getting delivered today. Let's see if I can wear 5-inch heels without dying.
Yeah.
Place your bets, guys. How many steps will I take before I break an ankle?
I
4.5, 4.5.
Marshall and I ran around Forsyth in heels. You could do this.
4.5. Well, we had like 1-inch heels. Well,
no, they were more than 1.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
Yeah, they were more. I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't 5 inches.
Yeah,
but they were more than 1.
I don't see how you girls do heels. I can't. I literally have worn heels multiple times. No big deal. I'm a feminist.
All right, guys, be right back. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? It is brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl, up for grabs today. Dude, tickets for Coheed and Cambria.
You know, and I thought, you know what? That's probably not enough.
What?
So next week, Cotter, have you ever heard of a band called 311?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they're also playing next week at Daly's Place. I think it's like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Sorry, I don't have the information right in front of me. We got to a very long conversation about mayonnaise on the live stream. It's been getting weird today.
Duke's mayo.
Yeah, Duke's apparently is the worst. Or sorry, best. Miracle Whip is the worst. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But let's hook you up with tickets to both these shows.
What?
311 next week, Daly's Place, and also Coheed and Cambria, Daly's Place, both in Jacksonville next week. Let's get you to Florida a couple times.
All right, so if you want to score those tickets, call us up now, 800-394-1061. All you got to do is take one of us on, one round of trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? We'll find out next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Who we got?
Rock 106. Oops, might help if I. Rock 1061. Who's this?
Cotter, it's Shane. It's Liquid. What's going on? Good morning.
What's going on, man?
How are you? You guys said 311 and my ears started ringing.
All right, man. So who do you want to take on today, myself or Marshall?
Ooh, I'll flip a coin. Doesn't matter to me.
Let's see. Who went yesterday?
I asked you questions yesterday.
Okay, so you go.
I'll go. All right. Good luck, man.
All right, Liquid.
All right, thank you.
All right, Liquid, here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. If for some reason you don't know the answer, go ahead and say pass. Other than that, your time will begin after I ask you the first question. And there are a couple multiple choice questions today. So before I ask that question, I'll let you know if it's multiple choice or not. Other than that, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Question number 1 is multiple choice. What was the name of Michael Jackson's pet chimpanzee? Was it Pickles or Bubbles?
Bubbles?
That is correct. Question number 2. Which is longer, a python or a boa constrictor?
A python?
That is correct. Question number 3. What's the ballet term for a 360-degree turn on one foot?
Pirouette?
Yeah, that's correct. Question number 4 is multiple choice. In what year did the Ultimate Fighting Championship start? 1992, 1993, or 1994?
All right, for the record, I hate UFC. We're going to go 93 because I have no idea.
That is correct. Question number 5. Which team did John Madden of Madden NFL fame win a Super Bowl with as a head coach?
Niners. I don't know.
Incorrect. Question number 6. Which is the which is the largest state by land area?
California.
That is incorrect. And your final question, what animal has the highest blood pressure of any animal?
It's humans?
That is incorrect.
What kind of question is that?
All right, Liquid, you got 4 out of 7 today. Connor, here we go. All right, Liquid got himself 4 out of 7 today. Started off ultra hot, but missed the last 3.
Okay,
So, Liquid, we're going to put you on a quick hold. You're going to be right there. You'll be able to hear us. Here is the deal, Connor. 7 questions, 60 seconds. You don't know the answer to one of these, say pass. I'll let you know if there's a multiple choice question or not. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Here we go. Question number 1 is multiple choice. What was the name of Michael Jackson's pet chimpanzee? Was it Pickles or Bubbles?
Bubbles.
That is correct. Question number 2, which is longer? Sorry, I just hit my computer and went to another screen. Which is longer, a python or a boa constrictor?
Oh, dang good question. Python?
That is correct. Question number 3, what's the ballet term for a 360-degree turn on one foot?
Pirouette?
That is correct. Question number 4 is multiple choice. In what year did the Ultimate Fighting Championship start? 1992, 1993, or 1994?
Oh, man. 93.
That is correct. All right, great start for you. Question number 5. Which team did John Madden of Madden NFL fame win a Super Bowl with as head coach?
The Raiders.
That is correct. Going 5 for 5 there. Question number 6. Which is the largest state by land area?
Alaska.
That is correct. All right, let's see if you get the perfect game, Cotter. No pressure. What animal has the highest blood pressure of any animal?
A whale.
That is incorrect. Sadly, Cotter, not a perfect game for you, but you do take the win over Liquid 6-4 today.
Liquid, he threw down the gauntlets. Thank you very much for the motivation, but you got some tickets for Coheed and 311.
That is awesome. Thanks, guys. Oh, by the way, I was listening yesterday as I'm driving onto the island. I believe they have to keep those toll booths open or at least standing until sometime in October, because that's the deadline to give people money back for the Palmetto Fest. I believe that is the deal.
Okay, that
cool,
makes
man.
sense. Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Liquid, man. We appreciate you. We'll hit you up after the show today.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, Cotto, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by our close personal friends at the Savannah Bar Crawl. Dramatic pause. Question number 1, what was the name of Michael Jackson's pet chimpanzee? That was Bubbles. Question 2, what is longer, a python or a boa constrictor? That would be a python. Question number 3, what's the ballet term for a 360-degree turn on one foot, not fit? That is a pirouette. Question number 4, in what year did the UFC start? That would be 1993. Question number 5, which team did John Madden win a Super Bowl with as head coach? That would be the Raiders. Question number 6, what is the largest state by land area? Alaska. Alaska.
It's big.
Yeah, it's a big one. Question number 7, what animal has the highest blood pressure of any animal? Once I say it, it's going to piss you off. A giraffe. Got to get that blood up to the head, man.
Well, that's why I was going whale. They're massive. So you got to get that everywhere. But no, that completely makes sense. All right, there you go. Back at it tomorrow. Another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl, Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
All right, Cotter's going to edit that up. It'll take a few minutes. We'll be back on the stream here in just a little bit. All right. Gibby's back on the chat. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Gibby.
Gibby, apparently his work has banned headphones and earbuds on the shop floor. So I have, in the most honorable way, offered to burn his work to the ground out of respect for him and the show, obviously. We're award-winning. Obviously, can you tell your bosses that we're award-winning? Will that help? We'll show up and tell your bosses to allow you to wear it. You're probably safe. The rest of your coworkers probably just absolute S shows. But, Andrew actually has a good fact. Melting point of concrete's around 1,500 degrees. Okay. And I said Charles could probably teach us how to burn concrete. He goes, Charles says, yes, it is tricky, but we could burn concrete. Oh, this is a great team effort, guys. Hey, together, we're going to burn Gibby's work to the ground. We'll do it together as a team. Charles says we need to start off with an assload of tires and some diesel fuel. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So coming up next, we're going to officially play back the audio that you heard on the stream right on the air here at Rock 106.1, which is happening right now.
Going.
After that, we play some commercials, and then we're right at the top of the 9 o'clock hour where Lauren from Connect Savannah joins us. We're going to do some Explain the Bachelor. She said she was running a minute or two behind, but she said she'd be here at 8:55. And I said, still better than Mac.
That's true. Mac.
Ooh, Gibby says I'm going to order the earbuds that look like hearing aids. Nice. That's a good workaround. Speaking of, I've been watching a rewatch of The Office, and Jim and Pam, Pam's currently in New York and Jim's in Scranton, and they got the tiny Bluetooth earbuds so they can be on the phone all day, which are just like the little tiny in your ear, looks like earbuds, hearing aids. So they could be on the phone all day. Sorry, I'm reading a recap of The Bachelor still, and like they put in these GIFs of the show, and there is a shot of a gentleman licking whipped cream off a girl's chest.
Oh.
And then this girl is then, in return, licking whipped cream off this dude's big toe. Things got really weird on The Bachelor. Lauren's going to have to explain this.
Okay, so, yeah, here is the headline to the Entertainment Weekly recap of Bachelor in Paradise.
Okay.
If it doesn't make your vagina dance, it's not worth it.
Wow. Let's ask Lauren about that line, because I'm guessing it was said last night.
Oh, dear Lord.
Wait, Little John was the celebrity guest host last night.
Damn it. That would have been a good one.
Mm-hmm. If someone wants to order me a set, I've got to save now for a lawyer. Good luck with that lawyer thing, Gibby. That's not associated with me burning down his work, just so you know, Connor. I know you haven't been keeping up with that, but yeah. Yeah, all right then. Tim Janier can teach you how to burn up a soundboard. He still wouldn't be able to probably do that, right? It probably only like half burn out, right?
Just enough to where it stopped working.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
But also would work like once a week.
Yeah.
But only a little bit.
Just a quick story. So Jeff Daniels.
He's Lloyd, right?
Or
Harry.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, okay.
One of them. Lloyd Christmas. No, so he's Harry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
So he shared a story recently about his very first run-in with Clint Eastwood, and it has to do with Dumb and Dumber. Just a quick, brief introduction. So it went down at a golf tournament years before they worked together. They were in a film in 2002. So prior to 2002. Jeff said, all of a sudden, Clint Eastwood comes walking across the breakfast tent, and he's looking at me. And he says, Jeff Daniels, I saw Dumb and Dumber. That toilet scene, that happened to me. Started laughing, turned around and walked away. Jeff Daniels has the famous, explosive diarrhea scene in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So now just picture, old man Clint Eastwood going to town in somebody's toilet, blowing it up to no end.
A look on his face, that chiseled look of his.
So there you go. Funny stuff.
Clint Eastwood actually has a new movie coming out. It's called Cry Macho.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of those day in theater, day on the HBO Max streaming service.
I mean, he's at the point. I mean, he's directing. I mean, he directed. I think directed this one too. I mean, he's just doing whatever the hell he wants to do. He's Clint Eastwood.
Dude, I'm telling you. So I watched a movie last night, and it was from James Wan, who's the dude who did the Conjuring series, and it's called Malignant. Malignant is the new horror film, and that was one of those. It came out last weekend in theaters, but it also came on HBO Max. So I'm a huge horror movie fan. You know this.
Yeah.
So I was very excited to watch James Wan, once again, a gentleman who has such a decorated resume when it comes to amazing horror films.
Right.
This was hilariously terrible.
Oh, no.
It was horrific. Like, it was so bad, I was mad at the end of it. It's a pretty rare instance where I get mad at a film.
Right.
Malignant is so bad, stay away. Stay away. Stay away.
Story issues, everything issues.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest. Like, my wife and I have watched a litany of horror movies, and especially bad horror films. And the bad ones are funny.
Yeah.
This was just bad. And it had a couple funny points where I was just like, this is just out of hand. It was so bad, guys. Do not watch Malignant in theaters or HBO Max. If someone's like, hey, let's watch this film, look at your phone the entire time, set the house on fire. I know I've been burning a lot of places down recently, but Jesus, Malignant's so terrible.
All right, guys, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to fire up the delay so it's ready for when Lauren gets here. All right, there we go.
Speaking of, I saw Marcus Dubb. We were playing Custom Hustle Tattoo. We're playing Custom Hustle Tattoo commercial on the air right now. Marcus Dove was actually at Over Yonder on Saturday. I ran into him for a minute. Lindsay says, fun fact, Clint Eastwood was instrumental in saving the Lucas Theater from being destroyed.
Really? Was that around the time of Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, or is that a separate situation? Because obviously, he was here when they filmed that movie.
Let's see.
See you later, Sean, if you're still there. Oh, they are.
I don't see any stories on that.
Let's see. All right, so Sean said, my friend group always does themed Halloween parties. So this year they decided to do Harry Potter. I've never seen the movies, so now I'm watching them through my wife's on my wife's old DVDs. Yuck. So I've decided to go as the Sorting Hat's drunken dickhead alter ego. It's going to be a blast. All right, that's amazing.
That's interesting.
That's amazing.
So wait, so you're just going to buy the hat?
A drunken, belligerent Sorting Hat.
So here's what you need to do, like dress in all black, though. So like technically it's just the hat floating around, or just, we're all, get the Green Man suit, from It's Always Sunny. So if people do photos, they can literally just erase you. And it's just this floating hat. But yeah, wear like all black or all green in photos for your Halloween party. That would be fun.
So Lindsay said, yes, they had a cast party at the Lucas. Found out they were going to demolish it and turn it into a parking lot. Got the cast together, helped raise money to save it. That's awesome.
Who would have thought? Little Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, thank you, Clint Eastwood.
That makes up for a couple of his movies. There were some bad ones. All right, so Lauren should be here any moment. She hasn't texted me yet, so I'll give it another minute before I run out to the parking lot, because we'll probably just bring her straight in.
Yeah, he said, no, I'm literally making myself a giant Sorting Hat.
Interesting.
Well played, sir. Well played. Send pictures.
Okay, so we're in commercials right now. We're running probably a few minutes behind. Are we? So commercials, top of the hour. You're playing a song, and then
we just have the one song. So we're pretty much spot on.
Yeah, like 9:03 or whatever.
Yeah,
we're starting.
So we're pretty much spot
on. Jeremy says, "I love how brutally honest you guys are." Are you just scooched over to your left? You look.
I don't know.
Yeah. There you go. Shift your mic a little over to. Yep, there it is. People can see that beautiful mug of yours.
It won't stay there.
Yeah, no, I know. Every day I fight reaching across and pulling the mic away from exactly in front of your face. And the Lucas holds a special place in my heart because I danced there with the Savannah Ballet Theater.
Awesome.
So Clint Eastwood equals a cool guy in my books. All right. I like that.
Yeah, the dude got the way better end of this deal when it comes to the whipped cream. She's forced to lick it off his toe.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So Britney Spears apparently has a bunch of court cases coming up. So she has decided to, for the time being, delete her Instagram. So Britney Spears is no longer on Instagram. You'll no longer be able to see almost topless photos of her on Instagram, which is a sad day. She's now engaged and apparently going through some lawyer stuff. So, whoops. Yeah, Sean, it's cool that you're trying to make a giant sorting hat.
That's awesome.
For yourself there, but as a guy who I do not like to put much work into my Halloween costumes, the last thing I would do would be to try to build a giant sorting hat. I would just buy one and then just wear like a full black bodysuit just so I wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah, when the kids were younger, we kind of went all in for a few years on their Halloween outfits, and we did multi-years of Doctor Who stuff. And we literally built a Dalek costume that went over Ella. And we went to like Goodwill and bought like a walker, and we set it on the walker so she can just push this costume as she went. It was, to this day, still probably my favorite costume.
Charles goes, damn, love my daily dose of Britney on Instagram. Sorry, man. I know. We'll all suffer for the time being, but she'll be back. She'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. All right, got about 3 minutes.
Before we go on the air?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go see if Lauren's here.
All right, guys, got about 3 minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out today. As always, we appreciate it. Sounds like Lauren is here, so go ahead and fire her up so when she's ready. Good morning.
So I read a small recap and saw some images, and then obviously checked out from Twitter that the Bachelor in Paradise was just ridiculous last night.
I loved this episode, actually.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, and it's possible to fit it into one day. That's what I learned last night. There's no need for this 2-day
Right.
garbage.
There was toes being licked.
Oh, yeah.
Grocery Store Joe was trending because he got a Calvary together. So, yeah, we definitely need to talk about this. People left the show, actually. Definitely something happened.
There's a quote I'm asking about.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
You went to Charleston over the weekend.
I did.
You went to all sorts of fun stuff. Did you have a great time? What was the coolest thing you did in Charleston? I knew you were asking around what to do.
Got about
the coolest thing, it was obviously the Girls Gotta Eat show that we went to. That's my favorite podcast. I've been listening to them every Monday morning while I do my makeup for like 2.5 years.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. So I got to see them live. It was amazing.
Cool. And then you were eating and drinking across your way in Charleston.
I was.
Best place to eat and or drink.
Ooh. Okay, well, so I had so much fun at Republic. This is probably somewhere overrated, but I had never been before. A girl from Southern Charm owns it. I had so much fun that I left my phone in the Uber on the way home.
Nice.
So I think that's like my drink wreck, but watch your item.
How is it the worst feeling in the world when you can't find your phone?
If my mom is watching, she can vouch for this. Yes, because I woke up. I didn't even realize I didn't have my phone. I just went to bed as soon as we got back. I woke up at 5 a.m, and my mom had texted Cameron like 100 times, and she was like, the Charleston Police Department has Lauren's cell phone. I said,
wow.
Yikes.
So, yes, it was the worst feeling.
Wow.
But best food was the whipped feta dip at Butcher and Bee.
Oh, nice.
Oh, God, I could have eaten that just as a meal. It was so good.
I need to get back to Charleston. I feel like there's a couple places I haven't dived into that I need to.
It was fun.
Nice.
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. We'll be right back. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going fabulous.
All right, so we're going to talk Bachelor in Paradise as we now do every Wednesday. First off, how is it now that it's only one day a week?
I'm so relieved. I feel like I have gone from working 10 jobs to just 2. It's stunning.
All right, second, there was a headline used for the Entertainment Weekly recap that I have to ask you about. All right. Don't be offended, please.
Okay.
Let me get to it. If it doesn't make your vagina dance, it's not worth it.
Did you write that down in your notes?
I did not, but I'm glad you brought this up.
What is the context of this quote?
So our girl Tia, little Nashville Tia, she's super cute. You should have read that in like a super Southern accent because that's how she said it.
Yeah, got her. Oh, screwed it up.
Sorry.
New guy comes in. His name is Blake. He's super tall and he's covered with tattoos. And she has a guy kind of.
That's your type of guy, Lauren.
Cameron's not that tall, but yeah, halfway there. But so he comes in and she's talking about how hot he is. They end up going on a date and she's just talking about how they're vibing physically so much. And then that quote comes on. Stunning.
So her vagina started dancing for Blake, the tall. Was it Blake Griffin from the Brooklyn Nets?
No.
Not the same guy?
I can't say it's the same guy.
Okay. So much happened in the Bachelor Paradise once again. That was on ABC. Is it on ABC?
Yes.
NBC, one of them. Last night. Break it down for us. Start off and kind of break it down for us on what happened.
Okay, y'all will be sad to know. We lost some gems last night. We lost Jasenia.
What?
Hurricane Demi, y'all. She's gone.
No.
I mean, as a viewer, you want her on the show.
Yeah.
But if you're on that show, I don't want her anywhere near it. So I get it. I get it.
Not at all. Just chaos everywhere she looks. And our girl Tammy, which honestly, I wouldn't even say our girl Tammy. She's just entertaining. She's really irritating, but she's gone. And then we lost Brendan and Piper. Finally, justice has been served. So these two were the ones who, they were rumored to be dating before the show.
Right.
And they led on, he led on Natasha, who is a precious angel. And so everyone got so mad about this and basically did what they did to Chris last week in Grocery Store Joe, got an army of all the girls on the beach and
torches and pitchforks.
Yes.
Pitchforks and
Yes, led the way straight to them while they were having a little moment on the beach and was like, what's going on? You need to get off this beach. And they left.
Yeah, they just brought a little dinghy and just took them right off the beach. I don't know if they did that or not. I didn't watch. This is why we have Lauren here from Connect Savannah.
It was stunning.
There is a GIF that's going around, and I currently have it on my computer right here that I'm watching that I need to ask you about. How about this? Let's take a short break, and we'll come back and ask you about the whipped cream last night.
Oh,
so much went down.
And then we'll dive into whatever else we missed with, once again, Explain the Bachelor with Lauren from Connect Savannah.
All right, here's Evanescence and Better Without You. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Okay. Oh my gosh, there's this from last night.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. And here's the thing, I saw that at first, and then I went down to this picture, and I mistook it at first, and I'm like, whoa, I can't look at this.
That was one of the longest scenes in the episode.
Really?
Yeah, they hardly edited it. It lasted 10 minutes.
What?
I literally cleaned the cat box and came back out, and it was still going.
Jeremy chimed in on the chat. He said, I think I met her, I think he's talking about you, from Connect at the Moon River Beer Fest. She liked the pickle goza and the cucumber lime ghost pepper sour.
Oh my god!
So we have Jeremy from Splitfin.
I did love that ghost pepper. Yeah. I remember that when it was surprisingly spicy at the end.
Like that.
Oh, y'all were so nice. We talked about Disney World with them.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm actually not going to Disney World, but I'm going to Universal this coming Friday, going to Halloween Horror Nights. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
Doing because I'm rich. Have I told you? I'll make $1,500 per show. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, I'm taking the VIP tour for Universal Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's so fun. Is that the one that Ellen takes her staff through?
Well, I mean, after she berates them.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, and then hits them physically. Why is this tiny little woman beating me up? Didn't you voice Dory? Shut up. Now go enjoy this trip.
Oh, my God.
Gibby's taking off. He is streaming today, if everybody wants to check that out. It's going to be streaming some Pokemon Go during lunch, 11:30, 12 on the Twitch. So you can check him out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeremy said Disney is Kristen and I's happy place.
Dude, right there with you. We're going in November.
Yeah, you are. You're going
exciting.
to the 2 parks? You're not doing all the parks, right?
No, we're going for a weekend. We're only going to go for one day, but we're going to Magic Kingdom and then to Hollywood Studios in an attempt to get on all the Star Wars stuff.
Oh,
Heck
good Lord.
yeah.
So it's been 5 years since we've gone. So it's been a very long time.
Have you done your research in how to get into the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah.
Because you have to, like, get into a queue and then pray to God you get on the ride.
My brother just went. Yeah, for the new Star Wars one. Yeah, my brother just went. I'm going to meet up with him this weekend. I'm going to be taking some notes, and he got on it and said it was awesome. Yeah,
Wow.
so
A queue, that's nuts.
Yeah, they have like some like weird like 10-step process
Yeah.
if you want, because it's so popular. You have to like
it's a digital queue that you have to be in park and log in, and then they let you know
Oh
if you
my
make it. Yeah.
God. It's
buy
like
a ticket, give them your blood sample, tell them what your 3 fantasies are, get into the queue,
Hope for the best.
murder a small child in
Wow.
sacrifice of the Star Wars gods. I don't know.
Sounds like it's got to be worth it.
Well, hey, it's totally worth it.
I mean,
Stuff you got to do.
Yeah, Jeremy. No, that's my wife and I love Disney.
So it was Marissa and Riley that did the whipped cream.
yes.
Yes, good
Yes.
Lord. Okay, yeah, let's start with that.
All right, guys, be right back. So really a lot happened on The Bachelor last night. Dancing vaginas.
Oh, yeah.
There was whipped cream involved as well.
So Marissa and Riley, Marissa, is that how you say it? Her name?
think so.
Her
Yeah,
name,
yeah,
yeah.
Marissa,
And
yeah.
Riley, they had a strawberries and whipped cream day, and I've seen a few GIFs, and they are terrifying. One is straight, I thought, a pornographic image where I thought I had to burn my computer and throw it out the window because I thought I'd get fired here, but it turns out it was just a toe. So why don't you break down their little beach date for us?
So she wanted to surprise him, and she got like a little bucket and wrote down body parts on little slips of paper. So the game was you draw a body part, and whatever you draw, the other person puts whipped cream on said body part and licks it off.
Right.
So at first it was like your leg, like your shoulder, and then like the chest one came out, and that was spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the dude Riley got to lick whipped cream off the girl's chest, which,
Yes.
once again, very spicy.
And then it just took a turn for the worst. The foot came out. Here's why I got issues with this. To each their own. However, these
Right.
folks are walking around on this beach barefoot for 15 hours a day. I'm not putting that foot anywhere near my face, much less in my mouth. Are you crazy?
Now, did she come up? You said she came up with the body parts?
Yes.
She did this to herself. Why do you even put it in there? Why is it an option? An ear, anything.
you.
Why put that in?
Mhm. And honestly, the funniest part about it is everything that they do has to be within like eyesight of everyone else. So at one point, like 10 other people on the beach from afar were like, "Oh my God, what are they doing down there?" And the bartender was like, "Is his foot in her mouth?" Like,
Yeah. And then after
Gross.
that happened, he just poured everyone shots. It's like everyone
Here,
needs
you
this.
need
we need this.
Yeah, don't pour it in your mouth, pour it in your
Yeah,
eyes.
that was a big hard no from me.
All right, what else did we miss on Bachelor in Paradise, just so us guys can make sure to keep up with it when we're not paying attention, when we're watching it with our wives or girlfriends? What else did we
Yes.
miss last night on the show?
So, a real gem of a man came on the beach last night. His name is Dr. Joe,
Oh,
not to be confused with grocery store
I was going to
Joe.
say, this is an upgrade in
Yes.
jobs.
Big time.
Yes, this man is a doctor. So I loved him on his season. He was on Claire and Tayshia's season, and I loved him. I thought he was such a catch. He's cute. He's funny. He's a doctor. He's quirky. Well, he takes Natasha on a date who just got burned by Brendan. And he's like, "How's your experience been?" And she starts telling him, Oh yeah, like Brendan, like everyone hated him. We kicked him off the beach. He like broke my heart. And this guy's like, oh my God, I'm best friends with Brendan. And he was like, it was so awkward. You could feel the chemistry just like flying out of their knee. It was so awkward to watch. And so he ended it and was like, had to be Brendan. And he like put his arm around her in like a bro way. And you could just see her face. She was like,
friend zoned.
I hate this. So that was awkward. And that I don't think that relationship has any hope. But a really cute thing that it ended on, Grocery Store Joe and Serena P told each other they think they're falling in love.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, the first one of the season.
For the cameras.
I was gonna say this is complete reality love, right?
Yes.
I mean, reality TV love.
You know,
it has been 1 month on this beach.
Oh dear Lord.
the best part about this segment, Explain the Bachelor, is now that we're 4 or 5 episodes deep with Lauren from Connect Savannah, I actually know who she's talking about. So,
Yes.
I mean, this is so Lauren, you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
You know, we're keeping up. Once again, dudes, we have to know some of this stuff. Once again, our ladies watch this stuff. We may be in or out of the room, but it's nice to have like this knowledge so you can take it back to your wife so she can be impressed with you.
Just bullet points of knowledge.
Yeah.
Keeping it simple.
How much longer is this show on? I mean, it just feels like there's really no ending to this. Eventually, everybody just either breaks up or gets ticked and leaves, and last person standing wins. I don't know. It's like Thunderdome out on this beach.
I actually have no idea. I don't know how long it goes either. Just whenever I think they're done bringing people on, they're like, more. So we've gone through, what now, 4 hosts?
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be a clue. We're on Lil Jon
Lil
now.
Jon, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking up right now. It's going for a while.
Oh my God.
You'll be here till next year.
Oh, great.
You're never leaving, actually.
Awesome.
Good news.
All right, Lauren from Connect Savannah, as always, thank you very much.
Thank
Coming in,
you.
Explain the Bachelor. Coming up next, and get to Marshall's music news. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
January?
I have no idea.
Oh God.
I know it's through the end of the month because we saw the calendar for the show.
Regular Bachelorette is about to start. I think it might start next week.
Let's see.
With Michelle. Yeah.
Let's see. August 33rd. Bachelor Paradise Season 7 will not drop a new episode tonight. Blah, blah, blah. 13th. Oh, here we are. Looks like it's through October 12th.
Okay.
That's nice. I got like another month.
That's not bad. Does it say when Bachelorette starts?
Bachelorette Season 18 with Michelle Young starts. Dramatic pause. October 19th. So yeah, I think it just like, it literally, yeah, October 12th is when Bachelor in Paradise ends, and then the Bachelorette starts literally the next week.
Oh my God, I thought that there was going to be overlap. I was getting worried. That's too much of this franchise. Yeah.
So much stuff.
Way too much.
Well, you put out the new podcast.
We did.
Oh my gosh. I can't think. Oh my gosh, it's coming. I'm subscribed to it on my phone. I don't want to look. Hold on. What's happening? What's going down?
Oh.
What's happening? What is it called?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? That's it. So you have the new podcast.
Yes.
What are we doing? You and the beautiful Jamie are recording this out of Starland Yard once a week. You're on... Which episode has come out? Has episode 2 came out?
Episode 2 comes out tomorrow morning. I'm really excited about this one. I feel like me and Jamie are more in our flow, and the audio's a little bit better.
So once again, you can subscribe to it at all the major podcasting platforms. But our beautiful Lauren has a podcast. Go support our friends, just like they support us, and subscribe to the podcast. This week on the show, the new episode that comes out tomorrow, anything that you can tease that you talk about this week?
Ooh, there's a new... semi-new restaurant on Tybee that we're giving you details on.
Ooh.
So if you like to eat, that's great. And obviously every single week we have the full weekend rundown. And this weekend there's a lot of stuff going on in Savannah. So our Friday, Saturday calendar for you folks is packed.
And of course, we found out food is our big thing here at the Cotter and Marsh Show. We are great at talking food. So everyone loves food. So thank you again for coming in and explaining The Bachelor. We literally could not do it without you.
No problem. I'm happy to do the hard work. So
thank you. Someone has to do work at the show. Neither of us do, really.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Drink your water as always, all of it, every single drop, or you'll explode.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cool. See ya. Rhett goes, it's the real never-ending story when it comes to the Bachelor in Paradise.
Truth. Which one are you doing first here?
I think I did a different story than what I put on there. Let's see. I've got Mastodon, I've got GNR, and I've got Tommy Lee.
Okay.
Your call. Whichever one. I don't care.
You just did Mastodon because we used that as an excuse to play them, right?
I think so, yeah.
So I'm good with either the Tommy Lee or Guns N' Roses then. Whichever one you'd like to do.
Let's go ahead and just do Tommy Lee for the heck of it.
Yep.
If you have any solo Tommy Lee, I doubt it. But if you do, I would try some solo Tommy Lee.
Yeah, nothing.
What was Methods of Mayhem? Do you have Methods of Mayhem? Remember his solo band?
Nope.
Damn it. What else? Did he have any other solo stuff?
Some DJing stuff.
I'll tell you what, man. Tommy Lee put out a solo album. I think he put out 2, maybe just the one.
Right.
And it's called Tommyland, I think.
Okay.
It honestly is really good.
Really?
It's really good. I listened the hell out of it when it came out. I mean, it was like 15 years ago, but it was really good.
Excuse me.
Liquid says, I feel like you were going to talk about fantasy football yesterday, but never did. Yeah, we didn't get to it yesterday, but we did talk about it this morning, Liquid. So you're actually 1 point behind Cotter, is essentially the first place guy overall in our league with record and score.
Yeah, and then we play each other.
This week, yeah, it's Cotter versus Liquid.
Yeah, and I said I look forward to dominating you.
Yeah, like a bitch. That's the motivation for you. Mac mentioned when it comes to Disney World, Cotter, that she would like to go just once, go to Universal or Disney World without children. She goes, I love my niece and nephew, but...
No, I get it. It's going with your own kids. If there's somebody else's kids, I get it. Going with your own kids, it's cool and special because you get to see how much they're into it. The first time we went to one of the character breakfasts. And my youngest daughter, youngest daughter, met Prince Charming.
Puked on him?
No. Goes up to him and is like, I've been waiting my whole entire life to meet you.
And fingered him?
No.
I don't know what your kids do, man.
But it was just like one of those things where it's super sweet. But going where it's just like the wife and I, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I don't blame you. I don't remember who drafted the kicker in the second round.
I know, I was a couple beers in.
Yeah. This isn't trivia, big guy. No, it's not. It's fantasy football, and I will probably lose.
Yeah, Liquid's talking some shit to you, man. Yeah, all right. So Marshall's Music News today. First story up is going to be about Tommy Lee. He comments on the upcoming Pam and Tommy series that's going to premiere on Hulu. Don't have a date on that series yet, but he talks about how he thinks it's turning out. Then we'll talk about Mastodon. They've officially announced a tour that they got coming up with Opeth. And then we'll wrap it all up with GNR. Kind of a weird story. A super fan got to go backstage and hang out with Axl Rose. I don't know how. She was a super cute girl. And apparently she was a mega fan. And she asked him, Axl Rose, about a song that was leaked back during the Chinese Democracy album that never made the official record.
Right.
And she asked him about it, and he gives her some details on its release.
Oh,
So,
wow. I thought it was going to take a turn for the worse, and he got pissed and booted her or something.
No, it's a crazy story. It actually is a crazy story where I think we're going to get a surprise Guns N' Roses album. Like, I don't know, when we were least expecting.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be like Christmas, and GNR's going to be like, oh, here's an album.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Here's Use Your Illusion 17.
Look good. Yeah, we're just so early in the season. None of my players gotten hurt yet. That always seems to be my downfall. It's like I get somebody who I'm like, I got Mahomes, and then like week 2 he's out for the rest of the season. That always happens. So far so good because nobody's been hurt.
I'm utterly stunned. I won in the Cotter and Marsh Show League. I was down by 30 points.
Oh, jeez.
And I don't know what happened, but I won by 5, and I'll take it.
Hats off to you.
Well, kudos to both of us because we are both there. So our league is split up into 2 divisions.
Yeah.
We are both at the top of each one.
That won't last.
Well, I know. But you know what? Week 1, we're champions, buddy.
Take
week
that screenshot.
That's a good point. We should take a screenshot. We should retire.
I'm done, guys.
No, let's just quit. Let's quit right now. And guys, we're just starting it for you. It's for you. How about this? The first time I lose, I'm retiring. I'm going to release my entire team and just give it to the league, and then I'm just going to retire and just be like, guys, have fun, man. I can't do this. So I have another league where someone dropped Aaron Rodgers because of how bad he played.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd pick him up.
I did.
I mean, I get it. I get being frustrated, but damn.
Yeah.
Sit him.
Yeah. Some guy literally just dropped him. He didn't even pick up anyone else. He just dropped Aaron Rodgers.
It'll be okay, guys.
Yeah.
He's kind of good.
I love how fantasy football people overreact, especially after week 1. It's great.
Liquid said he's never played a league with a wire before, waiver wire.
Oh,
interesting. I don't think I've played any other kind of league. All right. Got about a minute and a half.
Oh, cool. What's on the show tomorrow? Hefe, the new music beta fish. It's our last show of the week.
Oh, it is.
Because we're off Friday.
Yep. So Hefe.
I mean, we could fit in Mount Rushmore tomorrow if we need some content.
Yeah.
We could fit in a Mount Rushmore tomorrow.
Quizzed in the face.
Oh, yeah. We'll be quizzing you in the face. I guess I should write a quizzed in the face game.
Yeah. Don't play very often. All about the concert. I get it, man. I get it.
Rhett says, I'm considering dropping Matt Ryan. They're playing, so I feel so bad for the Falcons. Did you see who the Falcons are playing this week?
Saints?
Buccaneers.
Oh, okay.
They're going to get shit pumped, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. Oh, it's going to be so bad. I feel bad for the Falcons.
At least you got the Bulldogs.
Yeah. The Bulldogs are going to just completely destroy another school that does not matter.
Well, that's what I expect to happen in Arkansas. You know, they dominate Texas last week. They play Georgia Southern this week for Family Week, you know, hoping to pick up that win.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to get their asses kicked.
Georgia Southern's a good team, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Cotter and Marshall Show. Let's get into some Marshall's music news.
So Tommy Lee was at the MTV Video Music Awards this past Sunday, and he was asked on the red carpet, he goes, how do you feel about this new series called Pam and Tommy that's coming to Hulu? Now, there's not a release date yet on this, but Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is playing Tommy Lee. And Tommy said, I know Sebastian. He's playing me. From what he's told me, it's a really beautiful story. I think a lot of people would think it's one thing, but it's really about privacy and how things got crazy then, and that how different laws are now. Now, the story is actually really cool, Tommy says, but Sebastian Stan told Tommy that the overall story is pretty wild, and he's excited for people to check it out. Now, this series is all about how Tommy and Pam were married for years and years and years. They went to Mexico. They had made a sex tape. The sex tape was stolen from their house, and it was posted everywhere on the internet. Everyone, I think at this point, especially our age, has probably seen the Pam and Tommy tape. If not, I'll drop a link.
He drove
chat.
He drove a boat with his penis, man. He drove a boat with his penis.
Hey, some people have talents.
Yes.
He can drum upside down and drive a boat with, his stuff. But anyway, a Pam and Tommy series for Hulu will be coming out here in the next few months. Once we have an official date, we'll definitely share that with you. But Tommy Lee approves.
All right, here's some Motley Crue. It's Kickstart My Heart, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Charles there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles says Tom Brady's going to throw for 600 yards and 5 touchdowns against the Atlanta defense. Could you imagine if Atlanta's defense was good? Me neither. You literally can't. It would be wild. You know, Atlanta's always good for like those two times a year. They're good for like a surprise like win.
Right.
Maybe this is the week. Maybe we're being too down on the Falcons after 1 week.
You got to give the big guy just enough so, he doesn't sound like a complete lunatic when he says, they're going to win this week. So they get that surprise week. He's good for a couple more.
Speaking of the big guy, we got him on tomorrow.
Oh, that's true.
Got the big guy. We can fit in Mount Rushmore because we're not in on Friday, obviously. What else?
Hefe, yeah. And then
we'll have a loaded show tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Liquid says, do they have a top 10 list for the most watched porn? Tommy and Pam got to be top 5. That's a great question. I don't know. Kim Kardashian had that sex tape with what's his face, Ray J.
Yeah.
So that was the other popular one.
Paris Hilton had the one.
Paris Hilton had one.
I remember because a sales guy at the radio station at the time, Chris Harrington.
Is he still alive? Blade? Blade?
I don't know. I'm going to say yes. We'll say yes.
I haven't heard that he died.
Yeah. But
he almost got me killed once.
He had it on his laptop or work computer because back in the day, it was like the Wild Wild West and the internet. And he was very, very proud to show that to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He was on Facebook years ago, got off of Facebook. Man, I don't. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. Chris Harrington is out there somewhere, giving people S, just because that's what he always did.
Yeah, I'm Googling his name right now, and
I can reach out to. I know Marshan and Stuckwish are still on Facebook. I can reach out to them. It's like, have you guys talked to Harrington in a decade?
He tried to get me to come up and work at a Chicago station doing nights on their rock station.
Okay,
and I think I asked, I was like, what are we looking at pay-wise? And he was like 30. And I was like, I'll do it for 45. And he's just like, he just stopped talking to me.
I mean, Chicago. All right, guys, got just under 2 minutes. Oh, Tanya Harding. Charles throwing out another celebrity porn that probably...
She has a porn tape?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. We'll do, Mastodon. Mastodon's a short story.
Okay.
It'll be real quick. That's what she said. The ESPN girl that was filmed through the peephole. Oh, it wasn't like a porn tape.
Yeah.
That was just like a peeping, creepy-ass Tom thing.
Who was that?
Aaron Andrews?
Yeah.
Aaron Andrews.
Yeah. There's the One Night in China.
Wrestler.
Yep. Her and X-Pac. There was the one that featured Paige, more on the recent side of things, featured Paige and Xavier Woods from The New Day.
Wait, I just Googled most watched celebrity porn of all time. There's an Esquire article about this.
Okay.
Rob Lowe had one.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. That was back in the day.
Dustin Diamond.
Ugh.
Fred Durst.
Ugh.
Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Farrah Abraham.
Yeah, does she count?
Gene Simmons had one?
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah, he was not into it. I think I've seen that.
Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Number 4, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I forgot about that one, too.
Number 3, Pam Anderson and Bret Michaels.
Oh.
Number 2, Colin Farrell. And number 1, Pam and Tommy.
Okay. All right, guys. Got about 10. Be right back. I'm back to it. Story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
So Mastodon is back with a brand new double album called Hushed and Grim that's set to hit shelves just before Halloween on October 29th. Also, they're going to be hitting the road with Opeth and Zeal and Ardor. That's a band. for a string of dates. Now, they got a couple that are going to be kind of close to us. First and foremost, Mastodon is going to be playing Welcome to Rockville. That's on November 14th. Then they'll be up in Asheville, North Carolina on the 16th. And then they'll be playing at the Eastern in Atlanta, Georgia. I've never even heard of that venue. Coming up on November 24th. That's right before Thanksgiving. So Mastodon has a string of dates pretty close to us that you're going to be able to go out and check them out live in person after quite a long time.
All right, one more story to go with Marshall's Music News, then we'll wrap up the show. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Juana says, FYI from a group I'm in, today at noon, traffic on 21 in Effingham from Rincon to Guyton will be stalled for the funeral escort of the Leo from Darien Police Department. Escort of the Leo from... Okay. Well, there you go. Ugh. All right, guys, one more break. We'll talk about a little Guns N' Roses, new song from them, possibly. And that'll be it. Big show tomorrow. Last one of the week. We're off Friday, taking care of some family stuff and, well, some entertaining stuff for me. Don't worry. When I go down to Orlando, I will be looking for Halloween decorations.
I don't blame you. Yeah, so Saturday, I get there Thursday night. So Friday, I'm going to take the kid out to an early lunch because she's got some classes. I'm going to see if I can track down the big guy. I don't remember what time he said he was getting in.
Oh, he's getting in the night before you.
So he'll be in on Thursday or Wednesday or something?
Yeah, I think he said he gets in Thursday night.
Okay.
I don't know. He'll be there.
Yeah, okay. So he'll be there. So I'll see if I can track him down, grab a quick beer. Then they're doing like a casino night on Friday. So
like the office in the warehouse.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing that, and then going to
just don't bring two dates.
Tailgate on Saturday, and then check out the game.
Liquid says golf today, although will probably be canceled due to rain again. All in all caps.
Yeah.
So my tree fell down in my yard a couple weekends ago, and they just came by. Last weekend was a holiday weekend, so they came by and picked up everything this week.
Right.
So I have like a small patch where everything, because I mowed the front yard and I mowed around it. So I have a small patch in the front of my house that just looks like a jungle compared to the rest of it. So I have to go and mow that. Plus, when they use that big giant claw to like pick up like yard debris if you have a bunch of stuff. They like ripped up my yard.
Right.
Like they ripped up huge like holes in the front of my yard. So I got to like go get a shovel and like pound it all down and then mow over it. So that's what I plan on doing today when I'm not doing work stuff.
Yeah, finish up some work stuff. Both our 10 o'clock meeting got canceled. My meeting after that got canceled. So I'm leaving early.
Yeah.
I'm going to get home. I'm taking a nap right away.
Okay.
Then get up because I got to mow. Got to try to get the cat's nails clipped and then finish work stuff.
How many cats are you going to get their nails clipped?
I'm just taking 2.
Oh.
So the kittens, some of the fostering ones we can kind of get done. They're still young enough to where they don't freak out too much. So we've got the 3 of ours all need to get their nails clipped, but taking all 3 of them is just a pain in the ass. So I'm going to take 2, and my wife's going to do one later.
Yeah, my wife and I, after having 3 dogs, have decided we are at max 2 dog or 2 animal household.
I get that. I mean, the 3 cats and the dog aren't bad because they live separate lives. The cats are upstairs, dog is downstairs.
Yeah.
So I mean, that part's not bad. It's having the extra ones that kind of make it a pain in the ass. A little bit. I mean, it's fine. We're fostering them. They really don't have a place to go right now. If they did, they'd be adopted. But I would be okay finding another foster house for at least 2 of them.
Yeah. Jeremy said, I think you just said you're taking your post down to Pound Town. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure thing, man. Whatever keeps you moving on this beautiful Wednesday of ours, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple minutes of commercials. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm like 3 hours of sleep tonight. Mammoth WVH, no back down. And then final break. Then I got bingo tonight. Ugh.
Where are you hosting bingo?
New Realm. And it's not the toward New Realm. It's the toward having to do trivia last night and then doing it again tonight. Just tired. Had to fill in for Jake last night. Though I will have some of the tasty Dunkel and or Oktoberfest at New Realm as long as they still have it on tap.
That's all right. Cool. I'm ready for this last story. Sorry, I just had to reread what I wrote. Yeah, after the show today, I'm going to do my regular show prep, and then I think I'm just going to bounce out. Like I said, I got a ton of work done yesterday, so I think I got a little wiggle room today to do my work, but also get some stuff done before I take off for a day and a half.
Yeah, I think I've got all of the best of stuff downloaded. I just got to edit and upload, so that doesn't take too long. So that's not bad. What else?
Wanda said, I thought of you last night, Cotter, as I was going to bed at 7 o'clock. All right. What kind of sexy stuff were you thinking about Cotter, huh, Wanda?
You're welcome.
Even after what he said about your favorite candies this morning?
Going to bed at 7 sounds awesome. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Some nights, man, yeah. And after last night, yes. Going to bed at 7 o'clock would be so fantastic.
I honestly can't even consider going to bed that early.
It's a day by day thing. I can't say it's an everyday thing. Today, if I laid down at 7, I would be out.
Yeah, I think. Even going to bed at like 9:30 seems too early, even to my brain. Even to how early we get up. I mean, I get in bed like I have a notification on my phone that says it's 10:15. You should probably be in bed.
Right.
So
now I try. I mean, ideally, I get to bed a little before 10. Just so that gives me at least 5 hours of sleep. Charles, no. Whenever I say best stuff, it's always in quotations. Always. I had to last couple nights, but got up around 4. Yeah, I get it.
Ooh, Lindsay said, on a side note, I had a dream that you guys were narrating my life. It got weird.
Ooh. Maybe this is a side hustle.
Yeah, this is our OnlyFans opportunity.
We will narrate your life.
All right, so we know Lindsay has heels and she's a realtor. So we could make some stuff for you, Lindsay.
Yeah. It could get weird.
Yeah. Nothing like hitting the hay when the sun is shining in the windows. No, I can't even do that. It sounds terrible.
I got some pretty solid curtains.
I got some pretty solid curtains.
It's good.
Best in the game. Goddamn curtains. I won't buy a new phone, but I'll pay extra for those curtains.
Yes.
Rhett says, during weekdays, I lay with the kiddo at 7:30, read a book, and get her to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, blackout curtains. Wanda's bringing that up. Game changer.
Lindsay's she does, what does she do? What she says she do? She does, she reevaluates houses or she estimates the pricing of homes. I don't know if she's a realtor. Maybe she is. I don't know.
All right. Under 2 minutes, guys. Final break of the day. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it immensely. Real estate appraisal.
That's it. Sorry. My brain is essentially turned off at this point in the show. I apologize.
Don't sell them. I just slap the values on them.
So are you the person that's like raising all the prices? Like, why did houses go up $50,000 in the last year? Like, why is everything at the price it seems? It doesn't seem exactly right. Also, Lindsay, can you get someone to help me find some land up on Lookout Mountain? I'm going to buy some land up there and just go up and visit it once a year and just stare at it.
This is mine.
Ooh.
All right, 1 minute.
If Charles is still on the stream, Charles would be very proud of me. I actually said I was going to work out and did work out last night. It was one of those things where Charles told me, he's like, you start off the workout by doing 100 bicep curl with your bands. I didn't do that, but man, at the end of my workout, I was barely able to lift this 25-pound weight. I was just doing some bicep curls with it. Ooh. Lindsay goes, the market is fugged, my guy.
I get it.
I'm guessing that means it's going to be going down.
All right, guys. 20-ish seconds. We'll be right back. All right, before we get out of here, let's do it one more time. Marshall's Music News.
So a little over a month ago, we got a random new Guns N' Roses song. It's called Absurd, and I'm not going to lie, it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
It was just kind of bleh, but apparently Guns N' Roses is going to be releasing another new song very soon called Hard School. School spelled Skool. Now, the news came out from a fan who posted a photo online with Axl Rose after a recent GNR show. She actually quoted saying, "So last night I finally met Axl. He invited me backstage and we had a beer together. Now this girl, kind of a smoke show. I'm not gonna lie. Axl invited her back because she was very easy on the eyes. Now this girl went on to say he remembered me from the other shows. Of course he did. She said I asked him about Hard School. Now Hard School is a song that was originally leaked from the Chinese Democracy album. It never made it officially onto the album, but there was a leak of a bunch of songs that were supposed to be on it that never made it. And she said that he played it for her, and he said that he'd be releasing it soon. She said, dreams do come true. So there you go. I don't know, man. I just feel like we're going to get a sneaky Guns N' Roses release. Like tomorrow, we're just going to be like, we're going to have a dozen new Guns N' Roses songs, and it's going to come as quickly as that. It's not going to be this lead-up period and huge amounts of promotion for a new Guns N' Roses album. I feel like they're just going to secretly drop a new album in our laps and be like, oh, yeah, we're going on tour for the next 27 years.
Now, the song she was asking him about, is it going to be re-recorded? Because, I mean, Slash wasn't part of that whole recording session, right? So, I mean, this would just be an Axl thing. So I'd be surprised if this was released unless it was re-recorded with the current lineup.
So, yeah. So, apparently, Absurd, that song that was released from Guns N' Roses, that was completely reworked from its original version. So, apparently, that's the same thing that's going to happen with this song as well. So, I think the guys have pretty much went back into the GNR vault. They've reworked a bunch of stuff, maybe created a few new songs, and we're going to get more Guns N' Roses, more new Guns N' Roses sooner than we think.
I'm down. Bring it on. All right, coming up on the show tomorrow, I'm going to get quizzed in the face. Hefe 2 will select a new song. Also, the big guy is back to break down another weekend in the NFL. So thank you guys for hanging out on air and on the stream. We greatly appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1. Sorry, didn't shut off right away.
Oh.
It froze. So I was like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, just turn it off. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the day. Thank you so much for everyone for hanging out on the live stream today, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We love the Horde. We love you guys for hanging out with us every day. Big show tomorrow, the last one of the week. We'll make it good for you. We're going to try extra hard. Are we going to try extra hard tomorrow?
I never try extra hard.
Shit. We'll try the same amount of hard.
There you go. Perfect.
Right. All right. Tomorrow, starting at 6 a.m. We'll see you then.
See you guys.